Ingham, number 12. Bill O'Neill, number 58. Jackson Johnson, number 22.
Hylos, number 21.
Braxton Butler, number 33.
Josh Howard, 76.
Porter Hersman, number 23.
Clayton Olafson, number 6.
Logan Crispin, number 25. Aiden Abrams, number 3.
Emery Spartan football is powered by Castle Country Radio. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson in the Sutherland's broadcast booth for tonight's game.
Emery High School football, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson as we get set for the final home contest of the regular season. We fully expect to be back here in the second round of the 2A state championship playoffs. Still a little ways away. Emery right now firmly sitting in that number 2 spot, but Travis, nonetheless, an opportunity for this excellent senior class to have one more chance in front of the hometown crowd to put forth a brilliant effort as they have all season long. I love senior night. It's always an important time.
Yeah, senior night always brings a lot of emotion. It's the last, regular season home game that you're going to have as seniors on this field against a grand team. A team that is coming in struggling just a little bit. So you come out, you expect to play better than you did a week ago. You did get the win a week ago, but I know everybody down that sideline would like to have played better.
Well, absolutely. And we talked about that with head coach John Famalo, and we're going to get to that interview in just a moment. But he said it kind of felt like a loss. Now, it didn't on the scoreboard, but it felt like a loss after the game. And I think you can take that one of two ways. When you are winning football games and not happy with your performance, that means you've elevated the program. That's the way I took that comment. And, I think everybody on the team kind of shares that same idea, right? This is a squad that has state championship or bust attitudes. And rightfully so. It's a very talented team, a team very capable of doing great things. And for the most part, last week, they were flawless through 3 quarters. It was that fourth quarter where the problems started to come in.
I think that fourth quarter, everybody was just trying to get out of there. Up big, you're trying not to get hurt. You're trying to keep guys, away from the injury bug, knowing that there's still a lot of football to be left. And I think everybody, was just disappointed in the way that they played. They were flat in that fourth quarter, gave up some big plays, chunk yards on the defensive end, didn't recover an onside kick. And South Severe had a chance. A little bit of problems with their timeout usage.
Yep.
Game clock management really cost them in that game where they didn't give themselves a shot to come back and try to tie things up.
Now, we will continue here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show with an interview with Coach John Famalo. I was fortunate enough to sit down with Coach Famalo yesterday. We talked about that. We also talked about the senior class. Calvin Hatfield, Deacon Mangum, Quaid Oveson, Ty Yost, Jackson Johnson, Porter Herdsman, Trevin Gilbert, Braxton Butler, Caleb O'Neill, Hayden Abrams, Josh Howard, Bowden Chrisman, Gavin Bernard. Gavin was actually part of the conversation that we had because this was a kid that had to fill in at middle linebacker last week. We've seen Gavin fill in at different spots, right? And I think that he's done a tremendous job all season long doing just that.
Yeah, Gavin did, and he's done a nice job filling in. And you talk about Caleb O'Neill, who's always in the backfield.
I know, he's one of your favorite players.
He's my favorite player in that defensive end because he's just a bully, and it's hard to defend that guy. And for Caleb, going to miss seeing him. We got a couple more games left as that senior class, but then you just went down the list of the offense with Ty Yost, who had that record against Carbon with the punt and the kick return.
Yeah,
it's just a super cool senior class.
Yeah, they've definitely they've paved the way for this program to elevate. The thing that stands out to me about this senior class, we got to go back 2 years to when they were sophomores. That was the first season where we saw Emery football get over the hump. They got within really 2 plays of getting to the state championship in that heartbreaking loss to San Juan. There were sophomores at that particular time that were giving key moments to Coach Famalo's group. Those sophomores, now seniors, trying to give it one more go, trying to get back to that level of state championship football. And so we talked about that with Coach Famalo. We are about 25 minutes away from kickoff here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We'll talk about the Grand Red Devils for a moment. Travis, they have struggled this year. They enter tonight's contest with a record of 1-7. This is a region game. So it's always important. I think anytime Emery and Grand get together, it doesn't matter what sport we're talking about. We could be talking basketball, football, baseball, volleyball. It doesn't matter. I think there's a little bit of pride between these two teams. There's a rich history, especially on the boys' basketball court. That matters in a game like this. There will be some emotion, and this is a Grand team that's awkward. right? They're really different. In fact, as I go back and I watch tape, they remind me an awful lot of Enterprise. If you can get up on this team early, it should be smooth sailing for this Emery squad. Grand's not a team that wants to play from behind.
Grand doesn't have a lot of depth, and you're right. It's similar to Enterprise. Get up big on them. And when you get up big on teams with not a lot of depth, not a lot of leadership, not a deep team, they'll fold.
Yeah, well, Grand, number 10 in the RPI, which if you pay attention to the RPI, there's only 10 teams. I know Leighton Christian right now is number 3. They're not going to be a part of the state tournament. So, truthfully, we only have 10 teams. So, Grand would be last as far as the RPI is concerned. So, emphasis even more so to get this win tonight and put it out of reach early.
Yeah, take care of business. And you got one regular season game left after this one on the road against Delta. It's going to be a difficult game travel-wise and all that. Not sure what to make of the Delta Rapids. They're up and down. But you want to get out of this game clean, convincing win, and set yourself up next week to lock up that number 2 seed.
So we will continue to talk about tonight's game around 24 minutes away from kickoff. It is senior night, Emery High School. No better place to be on Friday night. This week, it's Thursday night due to fall break, and we will continue again. An interview with Coach John Famalo is coming up next when we return right here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also live on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At Sanderfeld Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. Sanderfeld Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at Sanderfeld Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let Sanderfeld Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
You've been accused of doing something illegal. Now it's time for a strong defense in the game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law tackle your case. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a strong defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go on offense, Robert Oliver has the game plan to tackle your legal troubles. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Imagine the roar of the crowd as you score that winning touchdown. Now imagine feeling the same thrill every time you manage your finances. At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we equip you with the tools to make every financial decision feel like a walk into the end zone. From high-yield savings accounts to unbeatable loan rates, we're on your team, helping you push forward to your financial goals. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, where your financial journey is our game plan. Join us today and let's win together.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit. Equal housing lender.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Welcome back to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show right here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. I'm Jordan Buscarini. I'll be joined in just a moment by Travis Anderson as we continue to gear up for the final home game of the regular season, a game that's been shifted from Friday to Thursday. So a short week for the Spartans, who are looking for their sixth win. Tremendous season up to this point in time. Did have a little bit of a scare last week. Dominated the South Severe Rams for the majority of the game. However, it was South Severe that fired back late, cutting a 29-point deficit all the way down to 7. Emery preserved the 48-41 win. And that was the conversation that we had yesterday with head coach John Famalo. We also talked about tonight's matchup against the Grand Red Devils. Here's our weekly interview with head coach John Famalo on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Well, Coach, always great to get you on. Thank you.
Really appreciate you having me on, Jordan.
Yeah, Coach, we can talk about the short week in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to go back to last Friday. I have to travel on the road to South Severe. It's always an intense place to go. I know in basketball and volleyball, I mean, we've had some really intense battles. Seems like it's been a really long time since we've had to play a football game in Monroe. But we go there on Friday, and I think it falls right in line with what we've seen on the basketball court. It was just a weird game.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we started off well. Offensively, we could do what we wanted and, score every possession with the exception of the one right before the half. Had a couple turnovers, which turned into points, and so, felt really good going into the half. And, that's why we talked about you continue to play the game. They did, and, we were probably, I felt like one touchdown away from kind of putting it over the top. We ended up turning over the ball, and the momentum swung huge. And, we never touched the ball in the fourth quarter until the last possession where we got a first down. And so they ended up putting 22 points up on the board there and made it a ball game. So, scratching our heads at the end of the game, what happened? And, we honestly felt like, oh, man, we lost the game. But the scoreboard showed otherwise. But, and that's what you have to take from it. The positive is, I felt like offensively we executed well. We did what we needed to. Defensively was a little discouraging to give up 22 in that fourth quarter to give them a chance to come back. But, credit to them. They got hot at the right time, and we were on our heels, man. That's what happens.
Yeah, I think from the learning experience right alone is that you can never sleep on a team. And I think even I'm sure it never is this way for a coach. I'm sure it's never this way for a coaching staff. But I know even as a broadcaster from time to time, you're sitting up in the booth, you see a 29-point lead, you get a little bit more laxed. I think it's just normal. I know that's not the case for coaches, but it's got to be the same thing for players, right? I mean, it's easy to look up at the scoreboard and say, we've been able to do anything we've wanted for three quarters. We're one score away from putting in the mercy rule, and you just relax a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly, I felt like what happened. Had a few subs, other things like that, but, and they end up coming scoring, got a long third down conversion on their side of the field. So I think they started from about the 5, somewhere in there, and, went on a 95 drive where we had them at third and probably 8, and Kid throws a long bomb over the top of us, gets that, and then they just kind of rolled from there. Quarterback got hot, and receivers are catching everything, and they were able to run the ball, and we were just kind of on our heels trying to figure out how to stop what. And, next thing you know, they're kicking an onside kick and executed well. He did 4 of them. I think he converted 2 of the 4. And even the third one was questionable. But, they did a really good job that way.
Yeah, I think just looking at some of the aspects of this game, Coach, it's not too often you'll see a team have to go for an onside kick. As we saw it against Union, if I remember correctly, Union had to kick an onside. That's kind of the way the game ended. So now this team's been put in that spot a couple of times where these games have been close. Special teams is kind of, they've got to experience it. I'm sure you can't replicate that in practice, right? There's no pressure in recovering an onside kick if you practice that. There's quite a bit of pressure when the lights are bright and it's a one-score game.
Yeah, for sure. It's a different situation putting that, and especially that last one when they get it back and they're hot, they got a chance to win this ball game. So it's one of those it's hard to replicate, like you say, in practice. And so you go through those drills. We have a hands team, and we try to do that stuff, but they did a really good job executing, and, unfortunately we lost a couple of them.
Outside of a couple of turnovers, I'm sure you were happy with the way the offense performed. Fumble inside the 10-yard line, interception inside our own 10-yard line, right? You get rid of those two mistakes, and it was a near flawless performance for this offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had 53 touches, and I felt like to get 48 points on that, I mean, I think they ended up with 80 some odds. So, usually that disparity it doesn't necessarily account for a win. And so, to be able to have as many possessions as we did and put up as many points as we did, I felt happy about our offense of executing with the exception of those two turnovers. Yep.
I know that you had some new kids playing new positions, Coach, and one kid that you and I have not really had any conversations about on air, but I want to make sure that we highlight this kid is Gavin Bernard. Gavin has really done a good job of just doing what he's supposed to do when called upon, and we saw that again on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, he's had to step up in a middle backer. He's not the prototypical type middle backer. He's a long, lanky kid, but he's pretty physical, and so, he's learning the position. He's usually a DN, but in this 3-4, he's kind of put out a little bit out of position, so he's kind of stepped back to that middle backer position, and he's done a pretty good job. And so, expecting a lot more out of him and getting better. Hopefully, as the season progresses here towards the end, that he can get better at that spot.
I think you've had a few kids like that. I know we've talked about quite a few of them, but you've had so many kids that have just had to step up this season and play a position that really isn't theirs and not something they've been prepped for, but they've had success at that spot. I think that's what stands out to me about this team.
Yeah, the kids, I mean, that's what's nice about being a team. Kids understand their roles and look to step up and look for opportunities to get on the field, and sometimes that's not necessarily in your natural position, and kids look at that hopefully as an opportunity rather than, oh man, can I do this? But they look at it as an opportunity to step up, and they've done a good job. So I'm proud of those kids and what they've done and being able to do that.
Again, our guest right now, Coach John Famalo with the Emery Spartan football team. Coach, we'll jump ahead to senior night. Now that we're already approaching the middle of October, it is a short week, so we get a Thursday kickoff instead of a Friday. And how does that change from your perspective, from the head coach? We talk about the kids, we talk about the prep work, but for you, having one less extra day to prepare for this game, how does that change things for you?
Again, it's a lot faster. In 3 days isn't a ton, or 4 days isn't a ton of time to prepare. So to cut that down one more day, you just got to try to squeeze more in and splitting time between offense and defense, where you got kids playing both sides. And so just the amount of time to prep has shortened a ton. And so, again, we got to be efficient in our practices and making sure that, again, trying to feed these kids as much information in a short amount of time to get them prepped for this next game. And they say it's a tough thing. But at the same time, my coaching staff does a good job of looking at film and preparing these kids. And so, I'm grateful for them and all that they do. And so, yeah, it's just a shorter time frame and trying to get these kids to understand the sense of urgency and get moving.
Let's talk about the opponent, the Grand Red Devils. They have struggled so far this year, sitting at 1-7. But in the same sense, I mean, we know that you can't really overlook anyone. If we use the fourth quarter of this game at South Severe as kind of that example of it. This is a team that was competitive against Carbon early on in the season. They picked up a win against Gunnison. There are some common opponents that we can look at. I mean, as far as Delta and San Juan are concerned, this just seems like an awkward team to prepare for.
Yeah, I mean, they play a different style of football, and I mean, it's a run-heavy team. They've got some decent athletes. You look at them on film, and you see the size of some of those kids, and you think, hey, this is, it causes some real problems. And anytime you could run the ball 3 times and get 3 yards at a down, that 3 to 4 yards, that's an equation for a lot of clock eating time. And so we got to make sure, again, we put them behind the sticks as much as we can and make them earn everything and not let them just kind of, just walk down the field a little step at a time. And so, that's what we've got in front of us this week. And it was a lot kind of like last week. And when we were able to stop them, create turnovers, it was a good thing. When you got, 3rd and 3 and they're running the ball, that makes it a little bit tougher. So, kids got our work cut out for us that way to be able to just be physical and stop the run and then control their passing game.
It seems like this is a team that if you jump on them early, you score the first 2 or 3 touchdowns of the ball game, it's going to make things really, really difficult on them. But from a play calling perspective, knowing that is the case, how important is it to still not necessarily go for the home run shot again and again and again and just play your game? Is that difficult to do when you know you're going up against a team that, hey, if you come out firing quickly, you're going to make life very difficult on them from a very early stage in the game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's one of those where if you get too aggressive too quick, I mean, you end up in those 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10s, and those are hard to convert. And 3 and outs on a team like that, and you're putting it back to them, and they're taking 4-minute drives. If you can't get stops, that's a recipe for a loss. And so our kids got to recognize again, hey, take advantage where you can, but there's no reason to rush and put yourself in situations that behind the sticks where you're gonna have to convert to get a first down to continue the drive. And so I think that's probably the key this week is temper it to a point and take shots where you can, but there's no reason to go for the home run ball every single time.
I know it was a long time ago. It seemed like a long time ago now, but kind of the same approach against Enterprise, right? I mean, I think that there are some similarities between these two teams.
Yeah, a lot the same. It's one of those, like you say, if you can get up on them and, make them throw the ball a little bit more, you might be able to, be in a different type of situation. Whereas if, again, you're doing 3 and outs and you're letting them take a lot of game clock and whether they're scoring or not, then you feel like you got to press, and that makes a difference.
I know we're going to have time to talk about this, Coach, following the game tomorrow night. But for those who may miss a post-game interview tomorrow, I got to ask you about what's next for these kids after we get past Thursday, because you have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So how do you handle that as a head coach?
No, with fall break, it's tough. Again, you want to give their kids their time. It's a break, but at the same time, we got to prep for that next game. And every game's a big game, including this one. But once we get this one out of the road, we got to get look down the road at what's next, and that's Delta. And so we'll get focused on that and try to get back in on the field and get prepped for them and use the time as best we can. Like you say, I don't think you want a shorter week like we did this week for a team like that. So we'll use every day we can to be able to prep for those guys for sure.
Coach, it is always great to get you on. Again, thank you so much for the time. Can't wait for tomorrow night. We'll see you at the game.
Hey, not a problem. Appreciate it, Jordan.
Again, that's Emery High School football coach John Famalo talking about tonight's game. We are inching a little bit closer to kickoff. It is senior night, and this is definitely a special senior class. Several of these seniors getting valuable time as sophomores. That was a year where Emery advanced all the way to the semifinals of the 2A state tournament. This year, they have a state championship in their eyesight. We'll talk about that and more as we get closer to kickoff. It's Emery High School football, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Hey there, folks. Bill here from Farlenos Cafe with some exciting news. We're extending our summer hours so you can enjoy our delicious meals even longer. We're now open Monday through Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Thursday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's right, more time for you to savor the flavors at Farlenos. Remember, we're proud to be the place where the locals eat. Swing by and see us soon on the corner of First West and Main Street. See you at Farlenos Cafe.
The quarterback counts on the O-line for protection in the pocket. In Castle Country, you can count on Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen to protect your family's blind side no matter what life throws at you. She is there to handle all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't scramble around working with multiple insurance companies. Talk to Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen and see how she can protect you with what matters most. Call 637-8400. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company. My son and daughter both play sports. a lot of sports. And with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
This Halloween, don't let cavities haunt your family's smiles. At Price Pediatric Dental, Dr. Bott, Dr. Markham, and Dr. Lund are experts in keeping young teeth healthy and bright. Regular checkups are crucial for catching those sneaky little dental issues early, making sure they don't turn into spooky little surprises later. Protect your little ones from the fright of dental woes. Call 637-9590 to book an appointment today at Price Pediatric Dental and give your kids a reason to smile brightly this spooky season.
The Spartans play here.
Tyos, number 21.
Trevin Gilbert, number 9. Odin Crispin, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Welcome back in. It's Emery High School football here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Jordan Buscareni alongside Travis Anderson as we continue to inch a little bit closer to kickoff. Tonight, Emery at home taking on the Grand Red Devils. Travis, we just heard from Coach John Famalo. And now it's time for final preparation for you and I. What are you looking for tonight for the Spartans as they try to get a win?
Yeah, I think it's simple for Emery coming into this game. This is a team that you should overmatch. You have to play Emery-style football, which means you got to run the football, you got to block up front, you got to cause havoc in the backfield. Come out of this game injury-free, limit your turnovers. Defensively, we've seen this team cause turnovers in a bunch of games this year. So I think if Emery early on can cause a few turnovers, they can jump out early. That's when you can bury this team. It's just playing clean, smart football in this game.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. The defense has been very opportunistic this year. The Spartans have caused havoc on that side of the ball. Their defense has created offense. And if that happens against a team like Grand, well, the Red Devils are going to be in for a long night. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, they're just not accustomed, or can they play from behind where they can score in a bunch of points? They're just very limited as an offense, Grand is, and what they can do.
Now, I know that there's always the emotion of senior night, right? How are you going to handle that emotion early on? That's something that Coach Famalo talked about. And again, if you are the Spartans, you would expect that quick start, play off of that emotion, make sure that it's working to your advantage. On the flip side, the Grand Red Devils, every game that they play from here on out, Travis, it is all about being the spoiler. That's what they're trying to do. They are trying to play spoiler throughout the remainder of the season, and that's always dangerous when you go up against a team like the Red Devils.
Yeah, because they can play loose. They're not worried about making mistakes. They're not worried about those little things. So they're going to come in. They're going to let it air out. They're going to fly around. If they cause a lot of penalties or commit a lot of penalties, they don't care. They're just going to come in and be aggressive.
We'll send it back to the studio one more time. When we come back, we will get set for kickoff. We'll pause for the national anthem. Again, Emery High School football, and it's here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Remodeling as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 remodel.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Toppet Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Toppet also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Toppet Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58.
Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We're talking a Thursday night contest. Want to welcome in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel. Don't forget there, you can go back and watch any of the games from this previous season. They're on demand on our YouTube channel, dedicated to nothing but Emery High School athletics. Castle Country Radio, Emery. Now, the Spartans won the toss. They elected to defer. They'll get the ball to start the second half, which means the defense will have the first crack at setting the tempo. Officials for tonight's game: the referee, Justin Blackham; the umpire, Rick Vasquez; the head linesman, Patrick Cox; line judge, Alan White; and the back judge will be Ben Wolford. Emery kicking off right to left on the dial. An end-over-end kick by Atwood. This one returnable for the Red Devils near the 30-yard line, and that's where Grand will take over, set up shop to get things moving.
Yeah, flying down. Special teams gets down there and bottles him up. Nowhere to go.
So now, Travis, if you're looking at this Emery squad, an opportunity to set tempo early on. Want to come out and attack the Red Devils early.
Yeah, I think it's going to be key. Coming off that edge, I don't think they're very stout up front where they can block and hold off this line. So you should see him come through those creases, through those cracks. They should be able to come in there and flush that quarterback out.
We are set to go. Red Devils again. They're going to use a lot of motion, a lot of movement. Here's a quick snap. Run up the middle, nothing there. The Emery defense able to collapse. No gain on first down, and so the Red Devils set up with second down and 10. Definitely not what they want to see, not on schedule early on.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a quarterback play where he gets the read if he wants to hand off for take, so he decides to take. Nowhere to go. And that's their offense. A lot of their offense is going to be with that quarterback handling a majority of the offense with his hand on the football.
Red Devils go back into the shotgun set once again. This time, 2 wideouts on each side. Spartans going to stack the box. 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers off of the outside. First pass of the game. Hayden Abrams comes in from behind with a quarterback sack. Abrams has made a living off of that this year. This time he creeps in off of the left side untouched. And now the Red Devils faced with third and long.
Yeah, Gomez doesn't pick up the block, and here comes Abrams flying through. That's an easy sack, the easiest one he's going to have all year, all game probably, untouched, 3rd and long.
3rd down and long, and so the Spartans in business trying to get things moving early on defensively to get that offense out of the field to try to put the Red Devils behind on the scoreboard. Here's 3rd down and long now for Grand. Emery again with 3 down linemen, 2 outside linebackers. The snap, roll out, under pressure yet again. Throw downfield. This one is caught. It will go for big yardage for the Red Devils. Fumble, stripped. Emery, ball loose. Herdsman recovers. What a play by Jackson Johnson. He managed to run all the way down the field, reached over, and stripped it out of Van Westbrook's hands. And then Herdsman pops on the ball, negating a long, large pickup by the Red Devils. 1st and 10, Emery back at their own 30.
Yeah, a couple things going on that one. First, a missed tackle, and then he steps up in the pocket and fires a strike. A ball that should have been intercepted, it's not, and then Westbrook doesn't protect the football, and then it's ripped through. Turnover, and we talked about the Emery defense. They have come up with turnover after turnover as a defensive unit.
Well, Austin Paris, the quarterback, delivered a strike downfield. It was a pretty looking play. Looked like it would go for big yardage for the Red Devils. That's not to be the case, and here comes Emery. Quick pass right out of the gate. Now to Hayden Abrams. Abrams up the sideline. He's got room to run. Now gets in between two defenders. Abrams trying to take this one to the house. Tackled inside the grand 30-yard line, but a quick strike for the Spartans.
Bubble screen to the outside, and if you're not strong on your front tackling, it's a broken tackle, a couple missed tackles, and then Hayden does the rest. He weaves his way through upfield into Emery territory.
That's a 40-yard pickup for the Spartans on first down, and we have seen that a number of times this season. Emery trying to work quickly on the outside. Abrams, Herdsman, whoever it is, picking up big chunks of change. Here comes Deacon Mangum in motion, left to right, hard snap, and Emery's going to get a free 5 yards. First penalty of the ball game working against the Red Devils, and this has been a forgetful 2 minutes for Grant on the road as the Spartans picking up 40 on their first play from scrimmage. They force Grant into 3rd and long. They force the fumble, and now a pre-snap penalty sets up first down and 5.
Yeah, Caden Swayze comes across. He's the first one to bite.
Shotgun set. Motion man coming this time. It's Ovison. Will set up trips off of the right side. Gilbert rolls. He's got plenty of time. Throws on the run. He wants it all. Finds Herdsman. Quarter of the end zone. Cut. Touchdown, Emery. And just like that, 2 passes, 2 grabs, a touchdown. Gilbert finds Herdsman 25 yards out, and the Spartans lead 6-0 with 9:31 to play in the opening quarter.
They use motion, then you have that drag route. The free safety on that one bites. He bites too far inside. Doesn't stay to the outside to that back pylon. That's a pitch, catch, touchdown. Easy doing.
PAT by Atwood to try to put the Spartans up 7-0. Snap a little low, handled with ease, and Atwood puts it right through the uprights. Emery leads 7-0, 9:31 to play in the opening quarter. They'll kick it away to the Red Devils when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Ovison, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Returning just a tad bit late to the action, end over end kick. Red Devils with the return. That's Swayze. Gets it out past the 20, and he is stopped in his tracks by Bo Stilson. And so the Red Devils will start inside their own 25-yard line. Emery trying to keep the momentum going. Now, the one positive, Travis, for the Red Devils, if we go back to that last drive, the fact that they did manage to strike on 3rd and long would have picked up a big chunk of change had it not been for the heads-up defensive play in the strip.
Yeah, 3rd and long, like you said, strike across midfield, got all the way down to about the 30-yard line before he fumbled the football, but flush out of the pocket. And those are the kind of the routes they have to run, is those long streak plays, and just hope for the best.
Paris out of the shotgun, calls for a motion man. It's Swayze. Fakes the handoff to Swayze. Emery not fooled. Defense collapse, and Paris will lose a yard.
You're not going to be able to run the football through those gaps.
It's going to be difficult to do. There's no question.
Trying to stretch it, and it's not going to work.
Ball right now on Grand Zone 23-yard line, far left hash mark. Moving left to right on the radio dial. 7-0 Emery, 9 minutes even to play here in the opening quarter. It took just 2 plays for the Spartans to go, 70 yards for the strike. Also getting a pre-snap penalty. Paris with a hard snap count. He draws Emery offsides. Guilty party, I believe, is Caleb O'Neill off of the right end. Rare mistake for Caleb. There's an encroachment. So now 2nd and 12 becomes second, what we call it 2nd and 11 becomes 2nd and 6. Red Devils have to get the ball to the Emery 35-yard line. Paris back now into the shotgun set, 3 wide outs right side. Takes the snap, wants to go quick, finds Swayze, and he is able to pick up some good yardage. Connor Swayze, the senior, they'll use him heavily throughout this offense. That'll move the sticks. 1st and 10. Red Devils, their first down of the ball game, puts it at the Emery 39-yard or their own 39-yard line.
2-step drop, inside slant, nobody over there to cover the middle of the field. First down.
Emery with the black tops, black bottoms, black helmets. Grant coming out with the red helmets, white jerseys, white bottoms. 1st and 10, one man in the backfield, 2 wideouts, right side, 1 to the left. Paris is going to throw yet again. Quick snap, wants to go, center of the field. Pass was caught, then knocked away, incomplete. Hard hit. Up high for the Spartans, Quade Ovison. In on the disruption, Romeo Williams, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd and 10.
A good job by Quade. Jumps the route, pops him, and as he pops him, he can't get his hands back on the football. It's a catchable ball. You have to make that catch if you're Grand. Good defense by Emery.
Quade has played with that club on his hand. He's got it removed. That's got to be a sigh of relief for any defensive back. Snap, here comes that weird motion sense that we're going to see. Swayze goes around the outside. Emery plays assignment football. Swayze's able to pick up a decent chunk of change. Not enough to move the sticks, but it will be 3rd down and manageable. 3rd down and 4 to be exact. That time, Lane Peterson coming out of the backfield, and it's not quite the wing tee, right? But you'll see a lot of motion. You'll see a lot of hidden ball plays out of that backfield. You really never know who the ball is going to be snapped to. Right now you have Paris in the backfield, and again, he's got Peterson with him, the senior off of the right side, takes the snap, fakes it to Peterson. This time Paris is going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and a bunch more. He's on to Emery's side of the field, inside the 45, down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Devils with 7:28 to play in the first.
He just takes it himself, finds a little bit of a chip block, and then moves up for the first down.
Yeah, Grand now in plus territory, officially for the first time, due to the turnover in the open field on the last offensive set. Emery's going to maneuver some players in up front, try to keep a steady dose of energy on that front unit.
I think one area where Emery struggled lately is their rush defense.
Back to pass. Paris, he's got time. Now flushed out of the pocket, moves left. Under pressure from Mangum, hit as he throws, and the ball goes out of bounds. Mangum was right in his face, shows some great sportsmanship, helps him out. He knocked him down on the opposite side of the field to the 42-yard line. Paris did a great job of just getting that ball away.
Yeah, got the ball away, got it right back to the stick where he had to. If he's back just maybe a 1 more yard and gets hit a little bit sooner, intentional grounding, because he's not going to get the ball back.
Hadfield in off the left side, creating some of that havoc for Emery. Hadfield, one of the seniors, playing in his final home regular season game. Paris goes back into the shotgun, handoff. There's the double reverse. Swayze goes around the left side. Emery again playing assignment football, but if you're the Red Devils, you'll take it. 3rd down and 5 coming up off a gain of 5 with 6:47 to play here in the first.
Yeah, Grant, that's what they have to do, is take little chunk plays, make things manageable on 3rd down.
Well, they want to control clock. That's why
Shorten the game.
Yep, if you fall down 2 scores for the Red Devils, you might be in trouble. You want to keep it within 1. Have the ball down by 1, have the ball down by 2, but anything beyond that has got to be terrifying for this offensive unit, who is a slow strike. You're seeing it right now. Empty backfield this time for Paris. 3 wideouts left side, 1 to the right. Swayze's going to go outside the hash marks. He's got man-to-man coverage with Porter. Paris takes the hard snap, rolls out, shovel pass, dangerous, nearly intercepted somehow, some way. The Red Devils keep possession. I'm not quite sure how. Shovel pass to tight end Romeo Williams. Goes for a short pickup.
That shovel pass right into traffic. A bunch of black jerseys hanging around the area. Somehow found the guy he was looking for. Not sure how that got through. 4th down and 6.
Thought we were going to see a big man interception. I believe it was Hadfield that got a hand on the ball. But instead it is 4th down and just under 6 for the Red Devils. They'll keep the offense out of the field in plus territory. Trips right side. Paris, the quarterback, Emery, brings pressure of 4. Paris under pressure, climbs in the pocket, close to the first down sticks, fighting. Grant trying to push the pile. It's all about the spot, and with that spot, I don't believe they got it.
Yard short.
And they will give it to Emery. Yard short on the spot. They didn't give Paris the progress of falling forward. Instead, they say he was stopped a yard short. Excellent spot, and the Emery defense forces the turnover on downs.
Yeah, they couldn't push the pile forward like you said, and he spun backwards. If he keeps his facing forward towards the sticks, but instead he gets turned around and his back's against the sticks.
Emery offense back out of the field. It took 2 plays from scrimmage to move it 70 yards down for Trevin Gilbert. He's 2 of 2 for 65 yards and a score. Gilbert this time hands it off to Yost. Yost goes around the right side. Good pickup. Yost, a gain of 10. Should move the sticks. 1st and 10, Emery. Ty Yost on his first carry of the ball game.
Good run on first down.
First down yardage for this Emery unit. So important. Makes it easy for offensive coordinator Chris Justice. If Emery can be anywhere inside 3rd and 4, we've seen this offense just work like a well-oiled machine. So far, 3 plays, 75 yards. Snap and a handoff. It's Yost once again. Goes up the middle. Good yardage on first down. Gain of 4 to set up 2nd and 6, just shy of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, fall forward, pick up positive yards on first down. That's an area where I think success they can run through those 2 gaps.
Seeing Yost really spell Jackson Johnson. You'll see him for a drive at a time, and then they'll flip it back up. But Yost right now, the workhorse on this drive, he's got 2 carries for 14 yards. Gilbert, quick pass, finds Deacon Mangum. Grand not fooled. Mangum strip, ball's loose. It's out of the turf, and the Red Devils recover at the 50-yard line. Mangum had the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and just a poke-out tackle. Ball was loose on the turf, and Grand recovers. They forced the turnover with 4.5 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, both teams so far in the opening quarter put the ball on the turf.
So it will go down as a completed pass.
It's a good punch through by the Grand defense to punch that ball out.
First down and 10. Ball is at the 50-yard line for the Red Devils, close to plus territory, 4.5 to play in the opening quarter. We'll see if the Grand offense can capitalize off of the created opportunity from the defense. Paris back out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to follow a wall of blockers. Kicks it to the outside. He's got room to run. This is dangerous. Into the Emery secondary and shoved out of bounds by Ty Yost at the 30-yard line. Gain of 20 for the Red Devils on first down.
Yeah, everything bottled up in the middle. So what do? You bounce it back to the outside. A lot of room over there. The corner has to come over from the middle to the outside to push him out of bounds.
First down and 10. There's that misdirection. A lot of motion. A lot of play action, just a lot of movement from this Grand team. Again, an awkward squad to really prepare for.
That takes about a quarter and a half to adjust.
It's like Army-Navy. Paris back out of the shotgun, calls for a motion man at Swayze, fakes the handoff. Paris is going to keep it himself again. Goes spin move, stop just shy of the 25. Looks like they'll spot him at the 27.
It looks like an illegal shift.
There was some pre-snap movement. Still a gain of 3 for the Red Devils. It's 2nd and 7. 3 minutes and 47 ticks to play here in the opening quarter. Emery 7, Grand nothing, but the Red Devils threatening off of the Emery turnover. Both teams have a fumble to their name here in the first. Red Devils take their time. 15 on the play clock, still in the huddle. They break and set with 10. Harris, shotgun, 1 man to his left, 2 wing backs, 1 is Swayze. Hands it off to Swayze this go-around. Bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers. Emery's able to collapse, but not before Swayze adds a couple of more yards. And now it is 3rd and minimal. Gain of about 4 to set up 3rd down and 2. Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 2. You got to get to the 20-yard line. Right now that ball spotted at the 22.
Now they're just bouncing things to the outside. Found some room over there to run the football.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the first. So Grand trying to zap the crowd here on this Thursday night. It's our lone Thursday game of the year. Typically get a Wednesday or Thursday game each season. This one comes on senior night. Paris calls for Swayze in motion. He hands it back off to Swayze. He kept it himself. Swayze worked as the lead blocker. That'll go for first down yardage inside the 20 down to the 19, and it's the first trip inside the red zone for the Red Devils.
Taking advantage, short field with the turnover. Now they're just pounding the football, using that to their advantage. So Emery defensively, they have to come up with a stop, keep them off the scoreboard.
Ball just shy of the 18-yard line. Clock continues to move. 2:18 to play in the first. 7-0 Emery, but the Red Devils looking to draw even or potentially take the lead, depending on how they want to play this, if they can sneak into the end zone. Fresh set of downs. Got to get to the 9 for another fresh set. Not a goal-to-go situation. Shotgun once again, 2 wingbacks, right side, 1 man on the backfield. Snap and a handoff and trying to kick this to the outside. Braxton Butler is there on the takedown as Lane Peterson wanted to go far side field, could not get around the edge, and Braxton Butler steps up for the big takedown.
Yeah, that play call tells you all you need to know on they were going for it on 4th down, so they try to run the football, try to pick up some yards. They can't. 2nd down because they picked up the first, so 2nd and 9.
Correct. 2nd down and 9 to go off a gain of 1. Ball now directly in the middle of the hash marks as that clock continues to tick away. Fast quarter. 20 minutes of real time with $1:20 to play in the opening period. Paris takes a look at the play sheet off his wrist. He's got 1 man with him in the backfield. Emery's going to stack the box. Snap, fakes the handoff. Paris takes it himself, looking for a little bit of an opening. Gavin Bernard grabs him from behind, and there's some help from Caleb O'Neill up front.
Maybe picked up a yard.
Make it 3rd down and 8. So you had Bernard from the backside, O'Neill from the front side. Not too many are going to be able to squirm out of that. 3rd down and 8. Maybe 2 more plays in this quarter. We'll see if the Red Devils want to attack through the air. With this offense, the dynamic changes drastically once you're in the red zone and you have a little bit of a shorter field. You can pack it into the box a little bit more and almost dare Grand to throw over the top. And you have to be aware of Paris' scrambling ability. He's got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd down and 8, back to pass. Flat foot in the pocket, throws quickly, wants to work the sideline. Caught shy of the 1st down sticks inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Pass was complete to the left side. And I'm struggling to see who that was. It looked like Peterson off of the left side.
Yeah, stumbled as he tried to catch the football. Couldn't turn around, plant, and go upfield, so he falls backwards, picks up what he can. 4th and 5.
The Red Devils will not run another play. Fast-moving quarter, we're through 1. Emery with the lead, 7-0. The lone score, a 25-yard strike from Gilbert to Herdsman. We'll see if the Emery defense can hold tight. 4th and 5 as we swap sides on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Also coming to you live on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
That's for the second possession. We welcome back in the YouTube viewing audience. 4th down. Paris back to pass, goes to the end zone, short of the end zone, 5, caught, touchdown, Grand. Wow, working the outside. Paris found man-to-man coverage between Romeo Williams and Porter Herdsman, and Williams used a shifty move to get beyond and past the goal line.
To miss tackle on the outside, his comeback route comes back to the football, catches, spins out of traffic into the end zone, and on 4th down, here to start the second quarter, Grand scores, down 1, pending the extra point.
PAT attempt for the Red Devils. Out to kick, it's Hernandez. Kick is down. Was definitely lower, but he gets it to go through the uprights for the extra point. We're knotted up, 7-7. Grand will kick off to Emery. We'll see if the Spartans can clean things up and put together a drive when we return.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a 4-legged word.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
$11:53 to play here in the first half. Grand is now drawn even with Emery. It was a big-time drive there by the Red Devils.
Yeah, you take advantage of the turnover, you go down, you put points on the board. That's what you have to do on the road. If somebody's going to give you a fumble, you take advantage, go score. And things now tied here 7-7. So Emery's got to score now offensively.
Well, they've had no problems moving the football. However, the last possession was derailed by a fumble. What do we have here? A delay of game against the Red Devils on the kickoff. This would be the first time we've seen this season, so back them up. Instead of booting it from the 40, they got to boot it from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so Emery going to get this ball. He should get some good field position off of it. Going to back him up. 11:52 left, so now it's about how you respond, right?
Yep.
Defensively, that was your best drive. They ran the football down your throat a little bit. Got the pass play on 4th down. So now you got to respond. You got to pick them up if you're the offense.
Hernandez to boot it away now from the 35-yard line. 2 back to return deep from Emery. There's the running start. Short end-over-end kick. Mangum will return it from the 20. He gets it out to the 25. Mangum now gets shifty at the 30, dives forward to the 32-yard line. Good field position for the Spartans as they set up shop with 11:46 to play in the second quarter. Game tied 7-7. I don't think that the rhythm has been a problem for the offensive group. Been able to move fast with speed, with some consistency.
Yeah, that's the play that you scored a touchdown on, that little bubble screen where you got to the outside. The second time you tried to come back to it, it worked. You just fumbled.
Right. 4 wideouts, 2 on each side, 1 on the backfield now for Gilbert. 3-man front for the Red Devils. A snap and a handoff, and Jackson Johnson is up the gut, and he's taking it to the house. No one's going to catch JJ. He goes all the way. 13-7 Emery. And it's a 67-yard run by Jackson Johnson. His first carry of the ball game goes for 6.
Yeah, just hand the ball off and let JJ do the rest. Untouched up the middle into the end zone. That's how you respond. Emery back in front.
A 67-yard run by Jackson Johnson. 11:36 to play in the first half. It takes one play for Emery to strike back. Gilbert to hold. Atwood to attempt the PAT, and Atwood puts it right down the center. 14-7 Emery. That's a quick strike. Travis will keep it here with 11:36 to play in the first half. Not a bad answer at all.
No, not a bad answer at all. Like you said, you just turn one play, hand the ball off. JJ uses the speed, gets through, good blocking up front, untouched into the end zone. 14-7.
11:36 to play in the first half. Atwood will tee this up from the 40 to kick it back off. And that is not exactly what Grand wants to do. I mean, the Emery offense has not spent a ton of time on the field here in the first half. But that's a positive. But defensively, you got to give Emery a little bit of resistance. And right now, the Spartans doing whatever they want.
They really are. Offensively, they can score anytime they want on this team. And it shows there on those 2 of the 3 possessions where they scored so far.
Got to give the Big Uglies a lot of credit up front, creating that gap for JJ to run through. Here comes the run, putting leg into it. It's Atwood just shy of the 10-yard line. And now Swayze brings it out past the 25 to the 27-yard line. And that's where Grand will take over for their 3rd offensive possession. 1 turnover, 1 touchdown. Emery yet to this is their 4th because they did have the turnover on down. So they've had a touchdown, they've had a fumble, they've had a turnover on downs. They have been able to move the ball effectively.
Yeah, they have. They're running the football pretty well to the outside. It's trying to go up the middle in that it hasn't worked, but when they kick it back to the outside, stretching the field, they've had success. Had success on 2 pass plays, too. They fumbled on one, the one they scored a touchdown.
That's right. Paris put together a good, solid game at quarterback. Shotgun set once again, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action, wants to maneuver, finds a gap, trying to get through. That'll go down as a gain of -1. Well, he wanted the delayed draw. Hayden Abrams was not fooled at all. Hayden in on the takedown.
Nowhere to throw the football, steps out of the pocket, and then all he has to do is just tuck and fall forward, loses a yard.
Hayden's been active. He had that run around the outside, or excuse me, that sack around the outside early on in the game. This time filling in the gap and coming up with a takedown. Once again, a little misdirection, but Emery not fooled. Now you're starting to see the assignment football. As you say, Emery, it takes a little bit of a time, maybe a quarter or so. Gavin Bernard in with Deacon Mangum on the takedown.
Yeah, now it's starting to see Emery's defense adjust. Now they know what spots to be in, to fill those lanes, fill those voids, and they put Grant in a 3rd and long where Grant doesn't want to be.
No, this is a bad spot for the Red Devils, as they have 3rd down and 10. Definitely not on schedule. Not necessarily 4-down territory, you wouldn't think. Perez with out of the shotgun, takes the snap. It was low, waist high. He's under pressure, throws, incomplete. Intended for Williams. Quade Oveson was lurking in coverage. The ball hits the turf, and it's 4th down and 10, and here comes the first punt of the afternoon, or evening rather, for the Red Devils, with 10:09 to play in the first half.
Pressure from the outside, speeds up the throw, incomplete off the turf.
I mean, time-wise, outside of this drive, Grant has done what they wanted to do. They have shortened the game. They've eaten large chunks of clock, but now a quick 3 and out. Run, pass, not exactly the recipe for success. High snap, able to get it, punt is away cleanly. And it is a boomer. Herdsman goes all the way back, picks it up off a bounce at the 18. Herdsman now in the open field. May have outkicked the coverage. Past the 35 to the 37-yard line. What a punt. My goodness.
They got all of that one. Pan back deep, which looked like Emery was going to get up 40, 45. Ends up back around the 30.
On the punt, Trace York had to climb a ladder to grab it. Was not the best of snaps. York sends it the opposite way. Emery once again, however, starting beyond the 35-yard line. They have it at the 37. Gilbert's going to go back into the shotgun. He's got 2 on the right side, 1 on the left. Herdsman comes in motion. There's the reverse. Porter finds a gap. Grant not fooled. They stayed at home. Porter makes a couple of tacklers miss. Still on his feet. Has the first down and a tad bit more. Herdsman on the nice run. Gets it out to the 50-yard line on a gain of 13.
Just keeps the feet moving. Keeps the head up. And then spun around at midfield at the 50 for the first down.
13-yard run by Porter Herdsman. 9:47 to play in the first half. Emery with the ball near midfield, trying to make this a 2-score game. 2 wideouts on each side, 1 man on the backfield. Red Devils with a 3-man front, no pressure. Handoff. This one will go for positive yardage yet again. Past the 45-yard line up to the 44. That's Yost on the carry. Yost gets a gain of 6. He's been very productive. He's got 3 carries for 20 yards.
Santana for Grand, the last line of defense, makes the tackle in the open field.
9:15 and counting. Clock continues to tick on what's been a very fast first half. Only 33 minutes of real time. And we're down at the 9:07 mark. Gilbert will go back into the shotgun. He's got Yost lined up to the right. Motion man is Butler out of the wingback spot. Now trips right side, 1 man on the left. And there is movement from Emery. So 2nd and 4 is about to become 2nd and 9. Second pre-snap penalty for the Spartans. And outside of the pre-snap penalties, it's been a fairly clean game.
Yes, you just want to clean those up moving forward. A couple of those last week and now a couple more tonight.
Spartans still at the grand 49-yard line. Gilbert goes out of the shotgun, 2 wideouts on each side. Blitz is showing. Here it comes. Gilbert stands up, takes a shot, delivered a great pass to the sideline right through the hands of Herdsman, incomplete. And now we're looking at 3rd down and 9. Blitz was coming, and York got home, but Gilbert got rid of it just in time. 3rd and 9. First incomplete pass of the evening for Gilbert, who's got 65 yards of total offense through the air.
That's a drop on the outside. All I got to do is catch, turn, and pick up the first down. Instead, he's thinking of moving upfield before he had the football.
We'll see if it's 4-down territory. All depends on what happens here on 3rd down. Gilbert takes the snap, and he hands it off to Yost. Yost wants to work the edge. Can he get it? Yes. 1st down and more. Ty Yost past the 40-yard line, spotted at the 38. That's a gain of 11, and the average just continues to go up for Yost, who has 31 yards on 4 carries.
Yeah, Yost outruns Lane Peterson, the corner over there on the outside edge.
1st down and 10, ball at the 38. 8:35 left here in the first half. 14-7, Emery with the lead. Just the 4th offensive set for Emery in this first half. 2 touchdowns, 1 turnover. Handoff now to Jackson Johnson, and JJ picks up positive yardage, but hold on. A flag comes out at the 36-yard line, and this appears to be a hold that is against Emery. And so from the 36, spot that ball back at the 46. Emery's got a little bit of work to do on this drive. It'll set up 1st and 18.
Yeah, bunched up right there in the middle. Anytime it's bunched up like that, hands get a little too tight up towards the jerseys.
And actually spot that flag back at the 38, so they back it up to the 48-yard line. Emery's got to get all the way to the 28, so now we're looking at 1st down and 20. 8-10, counting. That's what we have to play here in the 2nd quarter. Final home regular season game for the Spartans. 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Gilbert. Going to spread out this Grand defense. Motion man is Herdsman. He'll move from the outside into the slot. Gilbert to throw. Goes deep. Has his man. Abrams incomplete. Just overshoots him.
Had him on the go route. Overshot him like you said. It's one-on-one coverage to the outside. Safety's late rotating over. And that's just a miss.
Back-to-back incomplete passes for Gilbert. 2 for 4, 65 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 20, 7:50 to play in the 2nd. Give a lot of credit to this Red Devil team. They've been game here against an Emery squad looking to wash out the sour taste in their mouth from last week. They saw a 29-point lead vanish to just 7 in the 4th quarter against South Sevier. Motion man this time is Abrams. Flag comes out. Abrams wants the edge. And Grand is able to seal it off. Abrams for a gain of about 5, but it will come back on an illegal motion against Emery. So perhaps I am the jinx. I called it a clean game a few moments ago. We've seen a hold, now an illegal shift. And 2nd and 20 is 2nd and 25, unless the Red Devils want to decline this. I don't see why you would. Back them up an additional 5 yards, play the field position game. Emery now has the ball back on their own side of the field at the 47.
And they got to get all the way back down to the 28 of Grant.
2nd down and extremely long. Left side, 3 wideouts, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield.
Middle's
with
open.
Gilbert.
You got to play here in the middle. If you can get that route into the middle on a slant, should be chunks.
Gilbert back to pass. Has no pressure. Can pick his spot. Finds Butler across the middle of the field. Braxton comes down with a reception but can pick up just 2 yards. So now it's 3rd and forever.
That took too long to develop. Stood in the pocket too long, and then that's a check down. It's late, and you pick up minimal gain.
One of the things that Trev has done so well this year is use the check down. He's typically very comfortable in the pocket. Works his way across his reads. Doesn't get happy feet. That time delivered the strike, and now we're looking at 3rd and 23 off of the gain of 2. Emery just shy of the 50-yard line. Gilbert on 3rd down, low snap, goes down to his ankles to get it. Now fires down the middle. No, tried to work the sideline, miscommunication. Pass would be intended for Deacon Mangum. He was the closest Spartan in the vicinity. It's incomplete, and the Emery special teams unit will come out.
Which that drive looked promising. Penalties back you up, and it comes to a halt. It's too many pre-snap penalties. You're the jinx on that one. Got to clean those areas up.
I'll take it. Atwood to punt. Helmet eye snap. Atwood was booming punts about 60 yards in pregame warmups. There's a muff. Ball is loose on the ground, and I believe Emery recovered. I believe the Spartans have it. Still waiting on the ruling from the officials. There it is. Emery football off of the muff punt.
Jaden Atwood got a hold of that one. That thing had some hang time. And as it's coming down, he takes his eyes off the football for a split second. Fumble, second turnover that the Grand Red Devils have gifted Emery in this game.
Logan Huntington comes up with a fumble recovery. Says, look what I found. And Emery now with the ball at the Grand 23-yard line. 6:45 to play in the first half, trying to make it a two-score game. Offense will get a second opportunity off of the muff. Well, referees wanted to start the clock, so it is moving. Quick snap, out, left side. Mangum, he's got room to run. Takes it from the 23-yard line, still trying to move the pile forward. A late flag comes out. Ball now at the 14-yard line. Perhaps. Let's see. Face mask against the Red Devils. So a 9-yard completed pass. Now Emery's got the ball inside the 10 at the 9-yard line, off the half the distance to the goal.
Muff punt, penalty, first and goal, just like that.
Emery's thrown the ball 7 times. Trevin Gilbert's completed 4 of those 7 passes, 76 yards and a touchdown. If he adds to it, or if Emery's going to keep it on the ground. Jackson Johnson, the lone man in the backfield. Gilbert back to pass, rolls out right side under pressure, dumps it off. Braxton Butler with the ball. Butler to the edge, into the end zone, touchdown Emery. A 9-yard strike. Easy pitch and catch football, and Trevin Gilbert's got his second touchdown of the evening, that time to the senior Braxton Butler for 6.
Butler comes across on a crossing route, and his speed, there's no way anybody in the white jersey is going to catch him. That's a walk-in touchdown. That's what Emery needed. After the penalty, riddle drive, you get a gift of a muff punt, and you take advantage with the touchdown.
5:59 to play in the second. And Atwood's PAT is golden. 21-7 Emery. They extend to a 2-score lead. They'll kick off to the Red Devils when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Overson, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and
Gives the kickoff for Emery as we resume. Swayze will return for the Red Devils past the 25, now to the 30. He's in the open field. He's going to beat Atwood. No one is in front of him, and Swayze caught from behind. What a hustle play. My goodness, saving the touchdown was Trig Jensen. He came out of nowhere. I thought Swayze was going to walk his way into the end zone. Still damage done. The Red Devils will take over at the Emery 22.
That special teams doesn't fill their lanes correctly, and he goes right up the middle, and here comes Trig from behind. Caught him. That should have been a walk-in touchdown.
Atwood made Swayze reverse. When he reversed, he lost a little bit of his get-up, and then Trig was able to come in from behind. Red Devils, however, close to starting inside the Emery red zone. Paris under pressure, throws. Pass is deflected, incomplete. And would you look at that, we got another flag. This will be roughing the passer as Paris is down. That's exactly what the call is.
So an incomplete pass, roughing the quarterback on that one. Penalty, first down, automatic.
This referee crew last week 293 yards of penalties in their game. They call it tight, and so you have to be careful. That time, a little zealous, a little extracurricular, and now half the distance to the goal. The Red Devils have the ball at the 12-yard line. Ball is placed on the far right hash mark. 5:38 and counting left to play here in the first half. Paris out of the shotgun. He's got two with him, rolls out left side. Under pressure, fires. This pass complete. That's York, I believe. York close to the goal line inside the 5. Gets it up to the 3. Was Trace York, the senior. And the Red Devils are threatening.
Yeah, York just uses his body and his strength and pushes a couple defenders out of the way to get down there towards the goal, about the 2-yard line.
You know, one of the things Coach Famalo told me is that when you watch tape, look at the size of this Grand team. They got some big boys out there. York is definitely one of them. Ball just inside the 3-yard line, but shy of the 2. It's on the near hash mark. 5:24 left to play in the first half. Emery 21, Grand 7. Red Devils a game opponent. Paris goes back out of the gun. There was some movement. Refs say play on. Paris keeps it himself. And the draw up the middle for a 6 touchdown. On a 2-yard run. Austin Paris.
That flag stayed in the pocket. Should have been a false start. Instead, it's a touchdown.
And just like that, Grand has this lead down to 1 score.
Good return on the special teams. A penalty. A first down after that, all the way down to the 2. Walk into the end zone. Down 6, pending the extra point.
Story of this quarter has been quick answers from both sides. Edgar Hernandez comes out for the PAT. Bad snap. Hernandez has to rush. He gets it to go through. And it's 21-14 with 5:21 to play in the first half. When I talk about the quick responses, well, Grand scored to tie this game at 7-7 with 11:52 to play in the quarter. Emery then scored immediately after. Made it 11, just 16 seconds. One run. Jackson Johnson had a 67-yard touchdown. 14-7. Emery gets the ball back. They go down. They score. They make it 21-7 off of the turnover. But it was 38 seconds later, due to the kick return for the Red Devils, they cut this lead back down to 1 score. Quick answers all the way around. 4 scores here in the second. 2 per each team. Difference so far in this game was the quick strike and Gilbert to Herdsman in the first quarter. Otherwise, we're even.
Yeah, both teams right now just belling the other out with turnovers and penalties.
Red Devils ranked dead last right now in the 2A classification with a 1-7 record. If you look at the RPI, there's 11 teams. There's only 10 competing for a state championship. Short kickoff. Mangum's going to return it, gets it out to the 25, moves forward past the 30. Familiar starting field position for the Spartans. They'll start at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they don't want any returns, so they're just going to pop that thing up in the air and let their special teams unit get down there and make a tackle. They're okay letting that ball sit 35, 30-yard line.
They don't want Abrams and Yost having any sort of possibility of hitting the open field, and I don't blame them. First down and 10 for Emery. 65 yards of green in front. Gilbert will go out of the shotgun set. He's got one man with him to the right. Quick pass. It's Porter Herdsman. Herdsman. Shoestring tackle. That's Paris getting in. Not before Herdsman picks up a gain of 3, maybe 4. They'll give him 4 yards to set up 2nd and 6. But Paris makes sure that Herdsman was unable to get to the open field. That's a great tackle.
Try to go back to the bubble screen. Open field tackle. Minimal gain, 4 yards.
2 catches, 29 yards, and a score for Herdsman. And off to Yost. He's been a handful so far, and he's able to take this ball to Grand territory. He gets it up to the 49-yard line.
Second down run right there. We saw JJ burst one through and score on a similar run. This time they pick up the first down right at midfield.
12-yard pickup for Ty.
Now we're going tempo.
He's got 43 yards. They're not going to let this Grand team get set defensively. Back to Yost off of the 49. Gets it up to the 42 on a gain of 7.
Yeah, they don't have no depth, so you should be up there ready to snap the football.
Spread things up a little, or speed things up, rather, a little bit. 4:18 to play in this first half. Gilbert out of the shotgun. He's going to go quick. Bubble screen yet again. This time it's Herdsman. Herdsman gets it up past the 35, just inside the 35-yard line on a gain of 7. So this is just quick strike football right now. Herdsman 3 catches, 36 yards. Gilbert's up to 96 through the air. And we have a timeout taken. 4:05 to play in the first half. Emery with a 21-14 lead over the Red Devils. We'll take the timeout as well here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3.
Caleb O'Neill, number 58.
Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back to it out of the timeout. 1st and 10, Emery. They have the ball right now at the Grand 35-yard line. Red Devils wanted to slow things down a little bit. Who can blame them? Emery going tempo on this drive. Gilbert back to pass. Pump fake short, wants to go long. He has Deacon Mangum who can't haul it in. Deke was all by his lonesome at the 17-yard line, and now it's 2nd down and 10.
A couple times tonight they've had that play where it looks like it's going to be a catch and a touchdown. Instead, it just sails out of bounds just a little bit too far. It's 2 misses.
Second down and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Emery on the near hash mark. Moving left to right on the radio dial with 3:58 to play in the opening half. 21-14 is the score. Gilbert hands it off. The running attack has been very consistent for Emery. Hand off to Yost, and he's able to move it forward for another gain of 5. And he is just chopping off 5-6 yards per carry in this game. He's got 7 carries for 55 yards.
Offensive line doing a great job up front of pushing back the front of Grand, allowing those lanes.
So 3rd down and 5. Got to get to the 25 to move the sticks under 4 minutes to play in this first half. Yost will line up left side now of Gilbert. Hand off to Yost once again. Easy pickings for a first down inside the 20. Gets it down to the 19-yard line. Another gain of 11. Ty is just moving with speed and finesse down this field. 8 carries for 66 yards.
Yeah, for Emery, just keep running the football. They can't stop it.
Yeah, really no reason to go through the air as this offensive line is showing true dominance. And Emery is back into the red zone with 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Out of the shotgun, one to the left. Slap. There's the snap. One pump fake. Gilbert wants it all. Goes to Herdsman. Caught. Touchdown! A 20-yard strike right corner end zone. Gilbert connects with Herdsman for the 2nd time tonight. Then it's 27-14 Emery with 3:16 to play in the first half.
Let's go right back to the wheel route. What do I know about running the football? 2-step drop, pitch and catch over the top of the defense into the back of the end zone, feet down, touchdown.
That's the 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Trevin Gilbert. This time a 19-yard strike to Porter Herdsman. PAT for Atwood is good. 3:16 to play in the first half. Emery's doubled up the Red Devils. Grand will try to answer in the final 3:16 when we return.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3.
Caleb O'Neill, number 58.
Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL. On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Kickoff for Atwood sends it back inside the 5-yard line. The return by Peterson past the 20 gets it up to about the 23-yard line, and that's where Grand will set up shop. Travis, an effective drive for Emery. They did it on the ground with Ty Yost. He was really racking off 12 to 11 yards per carry, and then boom, right over the top, Porter Herdsman, corner of the end zone for 6.
Yeah, control the drive, take time off the clock, shorten the half. You get the football back to start the third quarter, so you can get a defensive stop, make them punt the football, come up with the turnover, get a quick score. You can 2-strike score them here with 3:09 left in the half.
Yeah, they spot that ball at the 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Paris. Emery's going to go with a 3-man front, 2 standing up off the outside. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Paris back to throw. This ball was tipped and incomplete. Deacon Mangum was able to get into the backfield and swat that ball incomplete with 3:05 to play here in the second. Big-time defensive play as Mangum came around the outside and got just enough of that ball to send it incomplete.
Got his pop in the air, tipped it untouched as he comes from the outside.
You got to pay attention to the clock as Emery does have timeouts in the back pocket. Paris goes back into the shotgun. Once again, 1 man with him in the backfield. Emery's going to stack the box. Handoff out of the backfield to Swayze out of that misdirection, and the Emery defense able to collapse. Quade Ovison in on the takedown. He did get some help off of the outside by Caleb O'Neill and Braxton Butler on cleanup duty. Gain of 1 to make it 3rd and 9 with 2:48 and counting. 3rd and long, not exactly where Grand wants to be. This is a big play here. You got to at least take a little chunk of change off of that clock because Emery does get the ball to start the second half. The idea of double dipping, possibly triple dipping due to the last score, not something the Red Devils want to deal with.
Yeah, incomplete pass here. Grand is in trouble. They should do everything in their power to make sure that Emery has to burn those timeouts instead of an incomplete pass.
Peterson's going to go in motion. Paris to throw on the run outside of the pocket. Now under pressure. Sidearm toss incomplete. And the clock stops with 2:15 to play in the second. And so the Red Devils will have to send the special teams unit out to boot this ball away. Now, the last time York came out, he sent Porter Herdsman running backwards to receive the ball. The Red Devils are going to need another booming punt here because there is plenty of time for this Emery offense.
You got all of that last punt. This time, you're hoping and praying maybe he shanks out the side of the foot.
He'll punt it from his own 10. Herdsman back at his own 35. Snaps have been a problem. This one is high, helmet high to be exact, and York barely gets it away. End over end, not the huge boomer. Herdsman at the 45-yard line makes one tackler miss. He's now in a Grand territory at the 40. Splits 2 more defenders and gets it up to the 37-yard line, and that's where the Spartans will set up shop with 2:03 to play in the first half. Excellent return by Porter Herdsman.
That bad snap leads to a bad punt, which leads to Emery getting great field position.
Plenty of time, couple of timeouts here for the Spartans as well at their disposal as they try to make this at least 35-14, or I should say at least 31-14, going into the break to make it a 3-score game. That would be a tough hole to climb out of for the Red Devils with their style of offense, not to mention that Emery will get the ball first in the second half. Gilbert will go to the shotgun. He's got JJ with him out of the backfield, lined up left side. Takes the snap, handoff to JJ. Patient run, able to bulldoze his way forward for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Emery now at the 35-yard line.
And Emery kept that thing tight so they don't have to burn their timeouts. Everything's at the line of scrimmage already. But if they want to go pass play, they have an absolute matchup to the bottom of the screen towards you and I for a touchdown.
Only the second carry for JJ of this game. Quick pass, hook and ladder. Caleb O'Neill's going to take it. 25-20. O'Neill down the sideline, shoved out of bounds at the 10. Big fella almost took it to the house. How about the razzle-dazzle? Abrams on the hook and ladder to O'Neill.
Hook and ladder play. No one saw that one coming. Catch, pitch to the outside, and Caleb does the rest. Takes it all the way down for a first down. And Emery knocking on the door once again for 6.
That goes down as a 25-yard pass play for Caleb O'Neill. Jotting number 58 down in the receiving category. Not something I expected to do tonight. 90 seconds left in the first half. Gilbert's going to roll out right side. Throws on the run. Caught. Touchdown. It's a hat trick for Porter Herdsman. He finds Pater once again, and it's 34-14 Emery. Gilbert on his 4th touchdown strike. His 3rd to Herdsman. And Emery now rolling, opening it up 34-14.
It all started with the bad punt, which led to a short field, which leads to 6 more points at the 1:29 left here in the second.
Herdsman 65 yards receiving in this game. The PAT for Atwood, no problem at all. We have a $1:29 to play in the second, and Emery has opened up a 21-point advantage, 35-14 on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Ovison, number 6.
On 107.3 FM. The Spartans play here.
Tyos, number 21. Trevor Gilbert, number 9. Golden Crispin, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back late to the action off the kickoff. The Red Devils will take it out to the 25-yard line as Emery has opened up a 35-14 lead, Travis.
Yeah, Grand's got to be careful here. If they go 3 and out once again, still a ton of time on the clock. Emery still has timeouts in the back pocket. So we'll see how aggressive Grand is on this drive with 1:21 left, trailing 35-14.
Well, you're down by 21. You're a 1-win team.
Be aggressive.
I say you be aggressive. What do you have to lose? They spot the ball at the 26-yard line. And again, score now 35-14. Gilbert's tossed 4 touchdown passes in this opening half. Paris is going to keep it himself. Emery trying to play disciplined football. Ty Yost comes up out of the secondary, had the initial pop. Ovison comes in off the right side, and Emery will take a timeout with a $1:12 to play. Minimal pickup of 3 for Paris on the quarterback keeper. Paris has taken some huge hits in this first half, and to his credit, he keeps getting up and coming back for more, the leader of this Grand squad.
That leader, like you said, he's a tough kid, and he's taken a bunch of shots. That's going to happen when you have the ball a majority of the time.
Timeout comes with 1:12. We'll keep it here. Grand just shy of their own 30-yard line. Quick recap of the way things have gone down. It was 7-7 at the beginning of the second quarter. Emery has managed to outscore Grand since that point, 28-7. That's Emery High School football. Gilbert has been the man through the air.
Defense anchored down, dug their heels in, and said no more.
Well, a couple of more timeouts. Emery may get this ball back. 72 ticks left here in the first half. Coming up, halftime report brought to you by Dr. Kelly at Castle Valley Orthodontics. We may be a little ways away from that, depending on what this Emery defense can do. Paris is back out of the shotgun. Emery with a 3-man front, 2 linebackers standing up to the outside. Handoff at Swayze. He's got the first down. He gets past their own 35 up to the Grand 37-yard line, and that may derail Emery's opportunity to get the ball back to add to this total in the first half. Swayze's got that big, quick first step, and with the misdirection that Grand throws, you take one wrong step, and he's going to make you pay. Gavin Bernard out of the middle linebacker spot managed to creep back in for the takedown, but that's not an easy play to make for Gavin.
It's not, but Swayze, like you said, he's been efficient on the ground.
3-man front once again for Emery. Mangum and Abrams will stand up off the outside. Fake the handoff to Swayze. Paris keeps it himself. Bounces to the outside. Room to run. Flag comes out back at the 38-yard line. Paris is still on his feet. He reverses field. Tries to get the outside edge into the Emery secondary at the 25-yard line. But before you jot your stats down, let's wait. This one should come back, and it will. All the way back at the 38-yard line. That'll negate a huge play by Paris off the quarterback keeper with 30 ticks left in the first half.
Yeah, it's pretty easy right in front of us.
Yep. It definitely enabled Paris to break loose and get downfield. back him up from the 38, back to the 28-yard line is where I believe this ball will be spotted. And the Red Devils have got to get all the way to the 48-yard line. 30 seconds left. Now you got to take some shots right over the top of the defense. Emery's been stacking the box. You could draw man-to-man coverage off of the outside. Ty Yost playing back the safety spot. He's got help from Jackson Johnson. Paris getting the instructions from the sideline. I've been impressed with Paris in this game. The pops that he has taken and how he just continues to respond.
He's a tough kid.
He is. Just a junior. He does have some big boys up front to protect him, although Emery has applied pressure at various times throughout the game. Motion man is coming at Swayze, snapping a handoff, end around, wants to reverse back up the middle, and the Emery defense in for the takedown. That clock will continue to move. If Grant wants to walk it off and go to the locker room, they can, and I believe that's what they will do. They might run one more play, maybe. Paris is taking his time walking to the sideline. They'd have to really book it with 10 seconds left. That'll do it for the first half. So, 7-7 with 11:52 to play in the second. Emery explodes on the offensive side of the ball. They take advantage of a turnover, and they lead 35-14 going into the break. Second quarter, latter part rather, a little bit more of Emery football, the type of football we expected tonight.
Yeah, second quarter much better. That's what we expected coming in, was Emery going to run the football, control clock, control tempo, and they did a good job in that second quarter, piling points on, limiting Grant on the ground and through the air, 35-14 here at half.
It is senior night at Emery High School, and right now all the seniors smiling as Emery will take a 21-point advantage into the break. Coming up, the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Kelly at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can call Dr. Kelly and the staff today at 637-2222. You get a free consultation that'll last a lifetime. Dr. Kelly and the staff bringing you the halftime report when we return on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also coming to you on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. For those watching, get a look at the Spartans right now out on the field, or the Emery High School cheer team, that is, out on the field right now doing their halftime entertainment. Travis threw out the first half. At various times, Emery looked good. Ground was hanging around, but that second quarter, that was domination by the Spartans as they managed to create a little bit of space, take a 35-14 lead into the break.
Yeah, Emery turned it up defensively. Offensively, they started clicking. And we talked about it. It was going to take a quarter and a half for them to figure out what Grand was doing on the offensive side. And they slowed down that offense, and they took control of the game.
Let's look at the first half stats, and I want to start with Porter Herdsman. He has a first half hat trick. We haven't seen that since Creek Sharp a year ago. How about it? 5 catches, 65 yards, 3 touchdowns. You'll take that ratio 10 out of 10 times.
10 out of 10. Like you said, hat trick in the first half. Haven't seen it since last year. And he's just getting open, and they can't defend him. He has that first step where he comes back, and then he puts his foot, and then he just kicks back to the outside, and he gets that separation, and those are easy touchdowns.
Okay, so if Porter's having this type of game, what's Trevin got? Well, efficient. So far in this game, he has gone 10 of 14 for 150 yards and 4 touchdowns. The other touchdown that did not go to Porter went to Braxton Butler on a 9-yard strike. And so Trev, once again, he's been his old reliable self, just as efficient as it gets.
That's what he does, right? Patience, just surveys, and then clicks. And it's just when he's in the zone like that, he's very difficult to figure out.
You know, Trevin Gilbert, and I don't think this gets talked about enough. The last 2 years, Emery had a record-breaking quarterback in Wade Stilson. How do you replace Wade? How do you follow the man? That is so difficult in sports. Trev has been more than up for that job. He has been so even throughout this entire year. I love watching him play the quarterback position because he sits in the pocket, he goes through his read, boom, 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 check down, he'll deliver it. He is so patient. Rarely do we see Trev force anything in the pocket, and tonight's been a prime example of that. I've been overly impressed with this senior, and I remember talking with Coach John Famalo in the offseason. Coach Famalo said, hey, you know what? Trev can play football. Travis, we've seen it firsthand this year. He's been very good.
Yeah, pocket awareness, accuracy, and just a stable presence at the quarterback spot.
He's been great all season long. He's got 4 first-half touchdowns for the Spartans. Let's take a look at the rushing attack, because while Emery's been great through the air, the compliment has come on the ground, and Ty Yost was possessed in that first half. Throughout this game, he's got 8 carries. Okay, I'm going to throw this stat at you. He's got 8 carries. 4 of those 8 carries have gone for first down yardage of 10 or more.
They can't Emery's offensive line is just too stout for this Grand team. Grand can't get off the blocks, so it allows those lanes to open up. And then after that, it's just about finding the right hole, keep the feet moving, and pick up first down after first down.
Yeah, Ty in this game, 8 carries, 66 yards. His long has been 12. He's got carries of 10, 11, 12, and 11. So he has been very, very good. How about this ratio for J.J. Jackson Johnson? He's got just 2 carries in this game. 2 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. One was a 67-yard score, and it happened on the first play from scrimmage following a touchdown.
Yeah, first play, right up the middle, untouched into the end zone. So 2 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. That's great.
No question. Porter Herdsman has 1 carry for 13 yards. Okay, if you are a stat keeper, this is where it gets a little bit dicey. Okay, because Emery had the old hook and ladder play in the first half. Caught, Hayden pitches it, Caleb O'Neill grabs it, takes it 25 yards. How does the hook and ladder work? It's a completed pass into the initial receiver's hands. As he pitches it, that yardage then goes to whoever received that pitch and takes it, okay? So Caleb O'Neill, on the season, 1 catch, 25 yards. I love it.
Yeah, Caleb's awesome. One of my favorite players. So he gets in with the reception, and he about scored. All he needed was one more block to the outside.
One more. Trying to get the big fella a touchdown here on senior night. But still, I had to jot down 58 O'Neill on my stat sheet as I set these up pregame. I didn't expect to see Caleb with a reception, but he does have 1 grab for 25 yards. Deacon Mangum has 1 grab for 9 yards. Hayden Abrams, he's got 1 catch for 40 yards. You know, Hayden has been a trendsetter in this season for Emery. How many times have we seen the first play from scrimmage go to Hayden on the outside? Makes a couple of defenders miss. He's been pretty good this year in setting that tempo early on, and we saw it again tonight.
Right. Great blocking, speed, and we see it time and time. Those bubble screens are hard to defend, and these Emery wideouts take advantage of those.
Yeah, they definitely do. Score again at the break right now. Emery 35, the Grand Red Devils 14. We take a look at the scoring plays. It took just over 2 minutes for Emery to get their first touchdown. Gilbert found Herdsman on a 25-yard touchdown pass. It was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then the Red Devils tied it up. They made it 7-7 as Paris finds Williams on a 12-yard strike on 4th down, if I remember correctly, to make it 7-7, 8 seconds into the second quarter, and that's where Emery struck almost immediately. The very next play from scrimmage, J.J. had a 67-yard run right up the gut to make it 14-7 with 11:36 to play in the first half. Emery would score yet again. They take advantage of a muffed punt. Gilbert finds Butler on a 9-yard touchdown. That makes it 21-7 with 5:59. But guess what? Grand had an immediate answer. They take the ensuing kickoff all the way back to the Emery 22-yard line. A couple of plays later, Paris, a 2-yard touchdown run, makes it 21-14. That's at the 5:21 mark. 3:16 to play in the first half. Gilbert to Herdsman, 19 yards. A minute 21 to play. Gilbert to Herdsman, 10-yard touchdown, 35-14 Emery. That's how we got to where we are at here on the Dr. Callie halftime report.
Yeah, slow start to the game. Defensively trying to figure Grant out, and then exploded through that second quarter to lead 35-14.
We are about 4 minutes away from getting the second half off and rolling. Travis, what do you want to see over the final 24 minutes?
Yeah, I think for Emery, it's just about limiting the turnovers. A couple turnovers in that first half. Just limit those. The penalties. We saw the one drive had a couple penalties, silly penalties that took them out of the drive, but they did recover the muff punt and score. So you just got to play smart, clean, get out of here injury-free, and move on to Delta next week.
It is a short week, again playing varsity football on a Thursday night due to fall break, but right now, plenty to smile about if you're an Emery fan. We'll see how the final 24 minutes unravel. The score right now, Emery 35, the Grand Red Devils 14. It's the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Callie at Castle Valley Orthodontics on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and our YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a Spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Toppet Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Toppet also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Toppet Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Well, welcome back in the YouTube audience. Remember, you can watch every Emery football game live, or you can go back and watch on demand at our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. Travis, as we get set, I also want to remind you to get on out to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. They have the coolest thing. They're called Spirit Cards. So you want to take your favorite team with you. You want to take the Emery Spartans with you everywhere you go. Head on down to Eastern Utah Community Credit Union and get your exclusive Emery High School Visa debit card. I got mine in my pocket. Home of Scholars and Champions. Very neat thing. The Spirit Cards available at all Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches. Take the Spartans with you. Right now, it's all Emery in this one, 35-14. They'll get the ball to start this second half. Here's an opportunity to not necessarily put the nail in the coffin, but to get one step closer to that mercy rule, which you know Emery would love to get here in the second half.
Yeah, get some rest for these guys, get some younger guys in there, and then get ready for Delta next week. So it's important for Emery to have a drive here, score some points, get a 3-and-out, put that touchdown in there, get that mercy roll going.
Grand is going to kick off right to left. Emery moving left to right. Here comes the kick. This one is short, and it's Quade Obeson at the 30. Obeson to the 35-yard line, past the 35, shy of the 40. So we've seen short kickoffs all evening, and now Emery will have an opportunity to set up shop near midfield. Not bad field position at the 39.
Not at all. We've seen him take advantage. A couple runs here, sets up the pass. And before you can blink, it's a touchdown.
We'll see if Emery wants to be a quick strike offense in the second half or if they want to take their time. Ball officially spotted at the 38-yard line. Jackson Johnson's going to get the first carries out of the backfield here on this drive as Ty Yost makes his way over to the sideline following the kick return. Johnson lines up to the right side of Gilbert, trips right side as well. Man in the slot is Mangum. Man-to-man coverage off of the left side with Abrams. Motion man out. That's Johnson. Empty backfield, and we have a flag coming in. I believe it's a delay of game. It is. Emery did not get the ball off in time. Not a great way to start the second half. 1st and 10 now, 1st and 15, and the ball is back at the 34-yard line.
He's got to be aware that play clock coming out to start the second half, and you have a penalty like that.
Ball at the 33-4 hash mark. Emery moving left to right. Again, trips now right side. Motion man's Johnson. He goes out to the left. Quick pass. He's the lead blocker. It's Hayden. Abrams tries to get it up the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds at the 38. So he did get the initial yardage back that Emery lost off of the delay of game. 2nd down and 10 on a gain of 5. .155 yards passing for Gilbert now through the air. 2nd and 10, Emery with the ball near the 40. 14 seconds gone by in the third. Red Devils are going to stack up the box here as they go 4 high on the secondary. Snap, handoff, and this time the Red Devils, again with that stack box, able to get into the backfield. On the takedown, it's Cooper Swayze.
So the penalty takes everything away from Emery, sets it back a little bit. Now they're 3rd and long.
Yeah, not ideal for the Spartans.
Going to have to take a shot over the middle of the field. Try to pick up some chunk yards around midfield. Maybe you think about going for it on 4th down if you pick up enough.
Say a loss of 1 on the play for Johnson. 3rd down and 11. Johnson's going to motion out now. Right side, empty backfield for Gilbert. Takes the snap. It is a clean pocket, but it's collapsing. Steps up, fires. Herdsman dives for it, just out of reach. Porter was open right down the seam. However, a little bit too long, and it's 4th down and 11 off of the miss from Gilbert.
Just overshot him, and all that ball has to do is just loft over the top inch stride, and it's a touchdown. Instead, he took a little bit off it because I think he felt pressure coming from the outside. Grand didn't read it well, and Grand catches a break.
Connor Swayze back to return the punt. He'll stand at his own 31-yard line. Atwood will boot it away from his own 27. It's a fake. They fake it. Yost around the outside. Dives. Did he get it? I believe he did. A little trickery. Ty Yost on a gain of 11. Fake punt. Keep the drive alive. Right now he's averaging a first down every time he touches the ball.
Direct snap to Ty Yost, and Ty Yost takes it, goes all the way past midfield. Just shy of midfield, right?
Yep,
49. At the 49 for enough for the first down.
Ty Yost keeping it alive for Emery. He's now got 77 yards on the ground off of 9 carries. Fresh set of downs with 10:41 to play in the third. Gilbert out of the shotgun, rolls out right side, clean pocket, throws on the run. Caught by a diving Deacon Mangum for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up as Emery has the ball now with the grand 42-yard line.
Sliding catch. First down. Just short.
Just
2nd
short.
and 1. I didn't get out a bad spot. Looked like he slipped past the first down.
Mangum now with 17 yards receiving on the evening. Emery's got to get it just shy of the 40, so it's about 1.5 yards to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes has passed here in the third quarter. One man in the backfield, it's Johnson. Little play action, quarterback keeper. Gilbert's got room to run. Down the sideline, he gets it inside the 25-yard line all the way down to the 23.
Yeah, everybody bet on the fake, and he just takes it, quarterback keeper down the sideline. Now it's a first down inside Grand territory.
19-yard pickup for Gilbert, who is putting on a show in his final regular season home game. Emery has the ball on the near right hash mark, ball at the 23. Over 2 minutes gone by already in the third quarter. Yost lines up left side of Gilbert. Handoff, reverse, trickery, pass. Gilbert to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Deacon Mangum. We've seen that play before. Grand bites off of it. Handoff, pitch, back to Trevin Gilbert. Touchdown, Emery.
Everybody gets a touch on the offensive side. Like you said, trickery, handoff, toss back, touchdown.
23-yard touchdown, Gilbert to Mangum. And Mangum definitely got in on the action on that particular drive. PAT attempt, it's like clockwork for Emery. 42-14, 9.5 to play in the third quarter. Emery will kick it back to the Red Devils when we return.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Back to the action, kickoff for Atwood. It takes a bounce shy of the goal line, but bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Red Devils will have plenty of green in front of them. Travis the Trickery opening up the offensive playbook. Emery gets it on a couple of occasions. Had the fake punt that kept the drive alive. And then the reverse pitch back, flea flicker pass for 6.
Yeah, once they ran the fake punt, you've seen the momentum swing towards them. You knew they were going to score. It was just a matter of what play, how many plays they were going to get in the end zone.
How about Gilbert in this game now? He's got 186 yards through the air. And he's got 5 touchdowns to his name, 3 of them to Herdsman, 1 to Butler, and now 1 to Mangum. Grant has to get points on this drive. Handoff to Swayze, goes up the middle from the 20, gets it out to the 27-yard line. Positive gain on first down to set up 2nd and 3.
Swayze's a stout runner, strong, not shy of contact, and that one right there, right up the middle for a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Again, the Red Devils want to be a slow strike offense with the way they move the football. Clock management is very big for this group. You can't afford clock management down 28 in the second half. So we'll see if this changes what Coach Wells and company wants to do. Paris will stay out of the shotgun set. I think the Red Devils have played a pretty good football game. Emery just making a few more plays and gathering a 28-point advantage. Paris this time wants to keep it himself, and he is caught up in the backfield. Emery stayed at home. They were not fooled. A gang tackle all the way back close to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him forward progress, so just a loss of 2. Ball at the 25-yard line. Paris was hit all the way back at the 20, but the officials say that gang tackle pushed him back. Forward progress is given. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Big opportunity for this Emery defense to get the ball back and get that mercy rule in play.
See if Grant tries to open things up and they go pass. Emery's going to sit in that little blanket coverage, everything just below the sticks, nothing past them. The speed, they're not really speedy Grant is, so they can be able to bump him off the line.
3rd and 5. Paris is going to roll out. Lost the football on a strip sack, and I believe Caleb O'Neill falls on the ball. A turnover. Emery would have it in the red zone. Still waiting, still waiting. There we go. Caleb O'Neill comes up with the loose ball off the strip sack from Hayden Abrams. He's done it again all season long. Abrams has been able to get in the backfield and cause fumble after fumble. Another strip sack. Emery takes over in the red zone.
Yeah, Emery's defense again forces another turnover in this game. Another turnover for the season. And Emery now sitting pretty inside Grand territory at the 20-yard line.
Cannot say enough about the job that Hayden Abrams has done at the outside linebacker spot throughout this season for the Spartans. He has been deadly.
He has. He's been good.
He has made so many plays. Remember, he had the first touchdown, I believe, of the season on a pick 6.
Yep. This play here, filling it. Jordan touchdown on the first play.
Let's see if Emery tries to take the top off the defense on the 20-yard line, moving left to right. Gilbert's going to throw. Back to pass. Looking. And this one just short. Wanted to go to Quade Ovisett at the 15-yard line. Pass incomplete. Stops the clock with 7:57 to play in the third. A rare incomplete pass right now for Trevin Gilbert, who has been lights out with 5 touchdown tosses already in the game.
He went through the progression.
He does that
left to right,
so
yeah, and
well.
just nothing open, so he just checks down. Ball just a little bit, out of reach, but that's fine.
It is textbook the way Trev goes through his reads. Snap and a handoff to Yost. Yost goes up the middle, positive gain. Ty gets it inside the 20 up to the 16-yard line on a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Well, if you're the Red Devils at this point, holding Ty to just a 4-yard carry is a win. He's now got 10 carries for 81 yards. How about that? 8 yards a pop for Ty Yost. Trips left side now for the Spartans. One wide out. That's Herdsman on the right side. Trevin pass left side, and it goes through the hands of Mangum. Boy, Deacon saw that he had a wall of blockers in front of him on the wide out screen. He had scored on that. He ran before he had the ball. It's incomplete. That's easy to do, right? When you look up and you see, oh, man, I'm going to put another one in the end zone.
First down, it's the 10-yard line.
It's 4th and 7. The offense will stay out on the field.
Just think if they're going to try to pick this up, the middle's where they want to work.
York is the middle linebacker for the Red Devils. He will patrol. Gilbert with Yost to his right side. Hard snap count. Grand doesn't bite. Now Gilbert's going to throw it. Goes to the end zone. Caught. Todd then dropped. Ty had it. He dropped it. I was ready to call it a touchdown. He couldn't haul it in. Gilbert put it right on the money, but it falls incomplete and a turnover on downs. A big-time defensive stop by the Red Devils.
It's just a simple drop. Wide open into the end zone. And he was thinking end zone before he caught the football.
Well, he was running in stride, which does add to the degree of difficulty. But the Red Devils, they hold Emery to 3 yards. They took over at the 20-yard line off of that fumble. 7:21 to play in the third. They are not out a whole lot. And the offense for Grand will come back out onto the field. Paris back out of the shotgun. He's got one man with him to the right. Emery trying to blitz home, and Paris goes right side. He picks up positive yardage. They'll give him 3 on forward progress. So the Red Devils have the ball back at the 20. That's where the fumble was lost, and it's 2nd down and 7. After all of that, 2nd and 7 for the Red Devils at the 20-yard line on their own side of the field. Clock continues to move. 5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Emery 42, Grand 14. Emery right now on a 35-7 run. This game was tied up 7-7 after the first play from scrimmage in the second quarter. Motion man coming at Swayze. There's the end around on the jet sweep. Emery collapses. Minimal pickup gain of 2. It is 3rd down. And roughly 5 coming up for Grand. They got to get the ball out to the 27-yard line, and the ball right now placed at the 23.
That last time they had this situation, they fumbled. 3rd and about 5 from the same spot, untouched on the outside. Came through, stripped the quarterback. Ball on the turf. Emery recovered.
All right, well, if we had a teleprompter, I'd circle Hayden Abrams. But for the viewing audience, he is at the top of the screen, outside linebacker left side. He's been able to get home and cause havoc for Paris, who goes empty backfield. Back to pass. Paris is looking. Quick pass, and he overshoots his intended receiver, the tight end, Romeo Williams. It's 4th down, and Grand will send the special teams unit out. So they don't give Emery the ball back near the red zone yet again with 6:02 to play in the third. Once we hit the mercy rule, I would expect the seniors to get their curtain call. This is not going to be the final home game of the season. Emery finishes this one off, win or lose next week on the road against Delta. The Spartans will most certainly be back at home in the second round of the two-way state tournament, a 10-team field. Do not forget that, not 11 anymore. High snap. York has to go climb to grab it. He gets the punt away, takes a Grand bounce, but picked up by Herdsman at the 40, now to the 50, on to Grand's side of the field. He gets it past the 45 to the 43-yard line. Porter is so explosive. We've seen it all night. He gets it to the 41, and that's where Emery will take over. Left to right on the radio dial. Ball near right hash mark.
Yeah, went up a long ways to save that ball from trickling into the end zone off the punt. Still got away a pretty good punt.
So JJ is going to be the lead back here on this one as Yost goes to the sideline. Ball at the 41-yard line for Emery. 5:48 to play here in the third, 42-14. Red Devils go with a four-man front. Gilbert hard snap, and we'll have a free 5 yards for Emery. Available off of the left side, the guilty party. So scoot the Spartans up. Drive starts at the 41. Now it's 1st and 5 from the 36. Emery's going to stay in the same formation. They just move up, 2 on each side, outside the box, 1. Back to pass. Gilbert, quick pass, goes to the outside. Quade Obeson gets into the action. His first reception of the ball game inside the 30, gets it up to the 27-yard line, and that'll be enough to move the sticks. First down, Spartans.
Yeah, they love those bubble routes right there. That one's a catch, upfield, good blocking, first down.
Obeson on a 9-yard reception. That puts Trevitt at 195 yards. With the ball now at the 27-yard line. First and 10. Emery's so good at using the passing game as an extension of the run. Hand off to JJ, bounces to the outside, flag comes out. Johnson will take it inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Flag is out back at the 29. It'll be a hold. 5:17 to play in the third.
Yeah, not a hold.
You don't think so?
No.
It was a quick flag.
Yeah, unless there's a ghost out there that spun somebody around.
Well, because of that flag, Emery will bounce back now to the 38-yard line. They got to get all the way to the 18 to get a fresh set of downs. So first and 20. 5:17 to play in the third. One more score with the extra point would put the mercy rule in effect. And again, that clock will move continuously unless Grant can get it down to 21 points. Gilbert out of the shotgun. His wing back is Butler. He'll motion right to left. Moves to the left side with trips. Quick pass. Butler to the 40, 35. Makes one quick step. Gets close to the 30-yard line. So a nice pickup for the Spartans. Still shy of the original line of scrimmage, but he does have the ball at the 31-yard line. So a gain of 8 for Butler. That puts Gilbert over the 200-yard mark through the air. He's got 203 to be exact. 5 minutes even. Gilbert, handoff. This one will go for positive yardage. Jackson Johnson with a speed burst up to the 19-yard line. Gain of 9 for JJ.
JJ's ran the ball efficient and well tonight.
Spartans have as a unit. I mean, they are well over the 100-yard. They're approaching the 200-yard mark on the ground.
Yeah, they can't stop him on the ground.
Now, offensively, Emery will probably hover around the 500-yard mark in this game. Third down and 2. Got to get to the 18. Ball is spotted at the 20. Back to pass. Gilbert, dump off. Finds Butler. He's got the first down to the 15 to the 10. Finds the edge to the corner. Did he get into the end zone? Dives for the pylon. Waiting. They will rule him down at the 2. So an 18-yard pickup for Braxton Butler.
Yeah, Braxton Butler, one of the fastest guys on the team, takes that screen, goes all the way down to the 2-yard line. Great blocking out front. Again, putting the ball, on the ground on the run game. Grant can't stop it.
4 minutes and 15 ticks left in the third. Gilbert will come up underneath center. He's got a big man in the backfield. Handoff, Caleb O'Neill into the end zone. Touchdown, Caleb. He finally takes pay dirt. Nearly did it in the first half. This time he takes a 2-yard run. Have yourself a night, Caleb O'Neill.
2 yards out. Who do you give it to? Give it to Caleb O'Neill. Let him rumble into the end zone untouched for 6.
There is something special about scoring a touchdown on senior night when you play on the line and rarely get the credit. I mean, guys on the line just don't get a ton of credit. Caleb earns every bit of those 2 yards to find his first touchdown. 49-14. Emery by 35 with 4:11 left. We'll pause for 30 seconds, and we're back right after this.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
We're back to the action just a tad bit late. Kickoff returned by the Red Devils out to the 20-yard line, but a flag is down at the 30. 49-14, Emery by 35. So the mercy rule now in play. And a block in the back called against the Red Devils. Caleb O'Neill, the senior for Emery, has been a standout since his sophomore season. Came up with big play after big play. Finally, into the end zone. Emery tried to get him in there with a hook and ladder in the first half. Instead, it was a 25-yard reception. That time, a 2-yard run. He gets into the end zone, a play he'll never forget. One of the first plays I remember from Caleb was a sack on this very field. And he stood up and had the excitement. You could see the passion. You knew that this kid was going to be a standout for the next couple of seasons.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's been.
3:43 and counting left here in the game. Peterson takes the snap and the handoff, and Swayze gets it past the 10 up to the 12-yard line as the second unit for Emery will come out on the field. Love this senior class. It is a special group. It's the gift and the curse of high school sports. You grow attached to these kids. You watch them mature from their freshman season to their senior season. You grow attached, then you say goodbye. But at Emery High School, you got another special group coming in right behind them. Seriously, no better place to be. 3:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Peterson's going to take the snap, goes to the outside, and the Emery second unit quick to collapse. Ball out to the 15-yard line, third down, and about 6 coming up for the Red Devils. Clock's going to continue to move. I don't really know how to get that across in words. It's just a special place. It's a special high school. The athletics department is just special here at Emery High School. The school is special. The student body, the administration, everything about it. It's a great place to be.
It is. Best place to be.
Third down and about 5 for the Red Devils as that clock continues to move. I think this is going to be a quick moving final quarter and some here at Emery High School on senior night. And then the Spartans can enjoy the long weekend on fall break. There's the misdirection. Hand off to the right side. Spartans in on the takedown by the gang tackle. It'll be 4th and 1, ball at the 20. Will Red Devils keep the offensive unit out on the field? That's going to be the question. Jose Santana, I believe, was the ball carrier. It was Santana. 4th and 1, and the offensive unit will stay out of the field for the Red Devils, and why not? With a $1:50 to play in the third. Clock is moving. Red Devils far right hash mark at the 19. They have to get to the 20. Out of the shotgun. Quarterback keeper. First down. Give them forward progress to the 22-yard line. It was a quick burst. Minute 25 left in the third. That'll move the sticks. So you see these subs coming in. You have an opportunity to take a look at what the future looks like for Emery. Bo Stilson is back into the game. You know, Bo, an underclassman, has given the Spartans some solid minutes and reps defensively throughout the year. First down and 10. Handoff, positive yardage for Swayze. Gets into the Emery secondary. Ball up to the 31-yard line on a gain of 8. On first down to set up 2nd and 2. 45 seconds left. Red Devils have to snap the ball one more time in this quarter. Then we'll go to the fourth, and it'll take about 12 minutes to get through it, which means we're going to end up just a little bit after 9 of real time tonight, a 2-hour senior night. Not bad considering all the extra festivities that go on with senior night. It's been a quick game.
Has been, and that's good for Emery. Get out of this game, get ready for next week, and then you'll get your playoff seed after that.
6-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. Peterson hands it off. It's Swayze. Gets into the secondary again. He's got a first down past the 40, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Emery all in control of this one. 49-14, looking for their 6th victory of the season. It's a formality at this point, 12 minutes away from getting to 6-2 here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home, the scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome back, the viewing audience on our YouTube channel. You can rewatch tonight's game. Just go to YouTube, type in Castle Country Radio Emery. You can archive every Emery game throughout the season. They're all there for you. That's Castle Country Radio's YouTube channel, all geared towards Emery High School athletics. Been fun adding that aspect of the broadcast throughout the season. We'll be with the video crew once again next week as we travel to Delta. Pass on first down across the middle of the field. There's the big fella, York. He is wrestled down by Jackson Johnson in the secondary. Gets it inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. You know, one of the elements that Grant had working early on in the game, Travis, was the passing attack. They moved the ball efficiently through the air early on, but then Emery finally adjusted, and that's when things started to change.
I think it's a weapon that Grant should have been using. He's such a big body. He's hard to bring down. Right over the middle, goes up, makes the catch, and then rumbles for a first down.
They have some big fellas, that is for sure. Peterson back at the shotgun. He's got Santana with him in the backfield. Rolls out left side, looking, throws on the run. Caught yet again at the 35-yard line. So the Red Devils threatening. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth and final quarter. Ball again at the 35, far left hash mark. Next week, Emery takes on Delta. That becomes a very important game. It will decide the 2 seed. I don't have any doubt about that. Right now, if you take a look at the RPI, Delta's number 4, Layton Christian number 3. Layton Christian will not be participating in the 2A state championship tournament. So it's basically number 2 versus number 3. That is an important game, and it will take place on the road. Lengthy drive next week. Handoff, Swayze around the left side. Able to escape. A couple of would-be tacklers inside the 30 up to the 28-yard line. But that is going to be a true test. Now, the way the 2A bracket is going to work with 10 teams, it's the same format of the NBA playoffs, if you're familiar with that of the play-in rounds, right? And so basically you're going to see 7 versus 10. You're going to see 8 versus 9. The 2 winners will then move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are going to get first-round byes. Then it becomes a 10-team field to an 8-team field to 4 to 2 to 1. That's the way the 2A playoffs are going to work. It's a very simple process. Wouldn't have been much different with the 11th team, but it definitely is simplified, dropping down to 10. 3rd and 1. Should have been an illegal motion, no flag. Red Devils with a run up the gut and takedown by Caleb O'Neill. Peterson is shy of the first down stick. It'll be 4th down and about a yard. Now the Red Devils have converted on 4th down already on this drive. 9:22 and counting to play in the ball game. So let's see if the Spartans can get the offense on the field. I'm a firm believer on plays like this, especially with some of the underclassmen kids playing out of position. It's always good momentum. It's good for the juju moving forward. Peterson out of the shotgun set, takes the snap, quarterback keeper. He's got the first down. Able to push the pile forward, up past the 25-yard line. They spot him at the, looks like it'll be exactly at the 25. Clock continues to move with 8:47 and counting to play in the ballgame. Some more movement from that Emery sideline. Logan Huntington, the junior, had a fumble recovery earlier on in the game, and he'll come back in. Deacon Mangum's going to join him. Traxton Conover getting some run. It's a kid that's going to play a big role on this football team next year as well. I like this junior class. I like the sophomore class some talent in the freshman group as well. First down. Red Devils continue to pound it up the middle. Swayze close to the 20-yard line, gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. 4 minutes gone by already in the fourth quarter. It's amazing how fast that clock runs when it doesn't stop, right? I mean, it puts in perspective just how many stoppages you get throughout a football game.
That goes by quick. Kind of like this season that has gone by quick.
Yep.
Seems like just yesterday we were just starting things up, and here we are, senior night, last regular season home game, one road game left, and then it gets serious.
Second down and 6. Handoff going around the left side. It's Swayze once again. Close to the first down stick. I believe he has enough. Set up first down. They're going to spot him just shy, it appears. So it's 3rd down and less than a yard. Under 7 now to play in the game. Next week, we make that long road trip to Delta. Been a little while since we've been there for a football game. It's been a long while. Snapping a handoff to Swayze. Goes around the left side. Swayze gets inside the 10-yard line. You and I were there last year for basketball. That's a tough environment.
Yeah, it's a big gym. It's different. The football field is different as well. It's just big and open.
First down and goal to go now for the Red Devils. Clock now hits that 6:17 mark. And Grand taking their time. Down to 7 on the play clock for Peterson. Peterson going to roll with an empty backfield. Has a motion man coming at Swayze. There's the sweep. He gets inside the 5, down to the 2. Down to the 3, rather. Emery making the Red Devils work as that clock continues to tick away. The Red Devils about to go to 1-8 on the season. This is a very tough. That's a tough region. I mean, you got San Juan, who is the juggernaut, right? Everybody is chasing the giant. They're the dragon. You want to slay them, but boy, there's just no end in sight for this San Juan dynasty that we are witnessing. You got a very good Emery team. You got a very good Delta team. It's a packed division. It really is. And the Red Devils, South Superior, you can't sleep on them. We saw them live and in color last week. And the Red Devils just trying to find their place within this difficult region. I do believe this is a better team than 1-7. I think many would agree with that. They've been in some good games. They've had the opportunity, right?
Yeah, they've got good players. They've got some skill
They
players.
do.
Better
They do.
than that 1-7. But it's just a tough region.
It is. 5 minutes even left to play in the game. Grand has the ball, 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. A little bit of pride for both teams. If you're Emery, you don't want to give it up. Don't want to give up a second half score. But if you're the Red Devils, you want something to build off of. I don't know that I'd want to play Grand in that 10-7 or 7-10 matchup. Handoff, Swayze goes up the middle. Does he get it? He does. He breaks the plane. Touchdown, Grand. I believe it was Connor Swayze that found the end zone. And so the Red Devils get their first score of the second half with 4:36 to play in the game. PAT attempt coming out, 49-20. Well, there you go. One score in the fourth quarter. That may just be it unless we see an explosive play for Emery. Snap, the kick, it's blocked, so no good. 49-20 will remain the score. Well, Emery's going to get the ball back. They'll run this clock down, and
we're off to Delta.
We'll be off to Delta next week. Been a couple of low PAT attempts in this game. That time Emery gets to it. And we'll start prepping for the playoffs before you know it. The fall sports season comes and goes in a hurry. Not just football going on either. We got Cross country next week. State championship golf coming up. Volleyball. How about soccer? That's coming up this weekend. A lot of fall sports. .436 left in the Red Devils. We'll boot it away to Emery. We'll keep it here for the remainder of the game. And then coming up, post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Don't forget to get your Emery High School Spirit Card at EUCCU. Take the Spartans anywhere with you. Spirit Card. Also have the Grand Red Devil Spirit Card as well. You get your choice. You want Emery, Carbon, or Grand. That's at all Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches. Quick process. You can pick up your card in about 10 minutes. Ball goes out of the back of the end zone. Emery will start at the 20-yard line. Did you get your Spirit Card, Jeff?
No, I need to.
What are you waiting on? Get down there. I got mine. I love it.
Tomorrow.
Okay. I love the look of the Emery High School Spirit Card. Looks fantastic. Get down and get you one. 4 minutes and 15 ticks left in this one. 49-20. Emery with the lead. Second unit offense is out. That includes backup quarterback Trig Jensen. Just a sophomore. Trig takes the snap, hands it off to Jackson Johnson. And JJ moving the pile forward. Nice chunk of change here for JJ. He gets a gain of 8 on first down. To continue his total, he's at the 85-yard mark.
Got a hanky on the ground.
May negate the run. Let's see. Personal foul going against Grand and Emery. They will offset. And so it is second down and 2 off the gain of 1. Clock's going to continue to move here in just a moment. There we go. A sign from the official. Trigg remains in at quarterback. He's got one man on the backfield with him, 2 wideouts on each side. Red Devils going with a 4-man front. Quick pass. Abrams hauls in the reception. Hayden's got room to run to the 40, 45, and spun down at the 48-yard line. So a 20, what do we got? A 20-yard pass. Trig Jensen going to Hayden Abrams, who's got 65 yards receiving now on the evening. Down to 3:05 to play in the game. And we have a timeout taken by the Red Devils. So Grand will take a timeout. Let's take it with them. With 3:06, we'll pause for 30 seconds. It's Emery High School football on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Trevor Gilbert, number 9. Logan Crispin, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM, KOAL.
Out of the timeout, we have 3:06 left to play in the game. It's Emery football, 1st and 10 near midfield. Emery at the 49-yard line. Trigg takes the snap, gives it to Conover. He'll go right side, pick up some positive yardage. Clock will continue to move. 2:45 left to play in the game. We saw Hayden haul in a pass. We saw JJ get one more run. We get set to close this one out here, Travis, and shift focus. What are you looking forward to most as we move over to Delta in the regular season finale next week?
I think it's the way this team starts. Slow starts on the road.
Yeah, that's fair. Trigg is going to take the snap himself. He goes around the outside. No gain on the play. as the clock continues to move. It is third down for Emery. 2:08 to play in the game. Yeah, that's definitely going to be key to start fast next week again against a very good Delta team.
Up and down.
There are a couple of schools within this region or in this classification rather, that I think you have to pay attention to. I think many believe it's clear-cut San Juan, Emery, 1 and 2. That may be the case, but I like Delta. I think that Summit Academy's got a decent football team. So you start looking at that top 4, top 5, and there could be some headaches for some squads. Trigg takes the snap, rolls out right side. Look at a throw on the run. Now he's going to keep it. Trigg, he's got the first down and more. He dives past the 40-yard line up to the 38. So a gain of 11 for Trigg, and that'll basically do it. Emery can just take the quarterback's favorite play a couple of times and get out of here with a win.
Trigg just takes it, surveys the field, tucks, and then just goes for the first down. Good way to close things out here at home on senior night.
No question about it. We have 1:04 left. Trigg running that play clock down. You can see the play clock. Which we got the most beautiful setup for rural high school football. It's not even close here at Emery High. There's the snap and a handoff. That's Conover again. He gets inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. And the Spartans will have to run one more play, and then we'll get out of here tonight. Coach John Famalo is going to join us up at the broadcast booth during the postgame wrap-up show. We'll recap tonight's game. Wasn't the fastest of starts for Emery. Again, this score was tied 7-7 at the top of the second quarter. But then Emery managed to really bounce back and take it to him. There's the quarterback kneel, and we'll just about do it there, Travis.
It's a good way to close things out, get the home win, prepare for Delta next week, and go from that point. But things looking up. This team going to be about the 2 or 3 seed.
Well, they get to win number 6. If you can get to 7-2 on the season, that is one heck of a regular season campaign. And the Spartans will have an opportunity to do just that next week. Final score here tonight, 49-20. Post-game wrap-up show right around the corner. The home portion of the regular season slate is in the books. We have plenty to get into when we return. The post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. That's straight ahead here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Emery wins 49-20.
Imagine the world of guy who just scored a long touchdown.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington.
With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
We'll bring back in the viewing audience on the YouTube channel. And Travis, it was a dominant performance from Emery once we got past, I'm going to say about the 9-minute mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, for Emery, this is a game we expected them to win. They came out. It just took a little bit, maybe 5-6 minutes in that quarter to figure out what Grand was doing on the offensive side. Then they clamped down, hold this team to 20 points, outscore them 49-20, and that's what you want to see on senior night.
Shut them out in the first quarter, gave up 7 in the second, gave up, gave up 14 in the second. Shut them out in the third, gave up 6 in the fourth. That's the way that's the scoring that Emery's defense allowed. We'll take a look at the final statistics in this game. And, of course, these are all unofficial stats. But Trevin Gilbert, he was spectacular. 16 of 24, 221 yards, 5 touchdowns, including 3 to Porter Herdsman. I thought that was a great performance tonight by Trev.
Yeah, Trev was on point all night long, just surveying the pocket, like we said, with his pocket awareness, and he picked apart the secondary of Grant.
Yeah, he definitely did. And these aren't big plays down the field. I believe his longest was actually 25 yards. That was the longest completion that Trev had tonight. But, boy, he is so comfortable in the pocket. He stands there, picks his spot, goes through his progressions, uses the check down to the tee. He does everything that you would like to see a quarterback do. He does it so well. He does it so calm. And I think that his senior campaign has just been excellent. So Trevin Gilbert tonight, 16 of 24, 221 yards, and 5 scores. Well, let's take a look at his receiving weapons. So Hayden Abrams and Porter Herdsman both have 65 yards receiving on the evening. The difference is Porter had 3 touchdowns. He had the hat trick all in the first half. And he goes 5 catches, 65 yards, 3 touchdowns. We'll start with Porter. He's been a problem. He's been a problem for a lot of teams this year. You get him into the open field, and he's got breakaway speed.
Yeah, if teams let Porter just catch the ball and then move upfield instead of jamming, trying to get him off balance a little bit, he's got the speed, he's got great hands and vision, and he's going to make you pay for it, and he did.
He did. He definitely did. Throughout the evening as well. So Porter goes 5 catches, 65 yards. Hayden Abrams, he's got 3 catches for 65 yards. Didn't find the end zone. But again, they set the tempo with him time and time again here in the opening quarter, right? Quick screen out. Yo, Abrams. He finds room to run down the sideline. It can get this offense moving, and that was again the case today. He had a 40-yard pickup on his very first reception.
Yeah, he just runs great routes, gets out of the break. Again, they have so many weapons on the offensive side. You can't double. You have to play single high. and you have to have that safety cheat a little bit, but those wide receivers, they're just smart route runners.
Yeah, they really are, and the play designs really fit their skill set as well. How about Braxton Butler tonight? He has 4 catches for 37 yards, and he has a 9-yard touchdown as well.
Fastest guy on the team. Speed. That's what he brings, and you could see that one. Just use the speed and gets down in there with those little slant crossing routes.
He definitely has some speed. Foot race between him and Porter. Who are you taking?
I'm going.
You gotta throw Hayden in there as well.
You're gonna make me pick out those. I'm going Butler because I thought all year he's the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah, I would like to see those 3 on the track. I really would. Deacon Mangum tonight has 3 grabs for 40 yards, and Deke finds the end zone. That was great to see.
Yeah, again, smart, runs routes correctly. Every single one of those wide receivers, they just do the right things when they line up at the wide receiver. They're not gonna be flashy. They just go and they stick their foot in the ground and they just run perfect routes. And when you have a quarterback back there that has the accuracy, he's going to find you.
Okay, how about this is the most unlikely stat of them all. How about a 25-yard receiving night from Caleb O'Neal? How about that? Oh, my goodness. I love to see it because he gets the receiving yards on the hook and ladder. That's the way you scored that. Caleb O'Neal playing left tackle on the offensive side. Little hook and ladder play. Nearly took it to the house. Instead, it's a 25-yard reception for the big fella on his final regular season home game. And then we have 9 yards from Quade Oveson. That rounds out the offensive statistics for the Emery receivers. Now let's take a look at what Emery did on the ground. This is where they were really efficient. Jackson Johnson, 5 carries, 85 yards, including a 67-yard touchdown. He got things moving early on for Emery. He's kind of that game breaker, and we saw it on that 67-yard strike. He finishes the evening with 85 yards.
Couldn't stop him on the ground.
Nope.
JJ, like we said, after Grand scores, you come back one play later, up the middle, untouched. Again, speed with JJ. Ty Yost on the ground. They had no answer on the ground at Grand, and they just got gashed, and that to contribute to that offensive line.
Yeah, Ty on the flip side had 10 carries for 81 yards, and Ty was a big chunk play. I mean, every single time he touched the ball, you expected a first down. Look at some of these runs. Again, 10 carries, 81 yards. He had runs of 10 yards, 11, 12, 11, and 11, including a fake punt that he took around the outside. Ty was a walking first down man tonight.
Fake punt led to a touchdown. Again, when they're that good on the ground game, it opens up their passing attack because teams have to cheat. They come up. They play in the box more, and then they just get gashed through the air.
Ty was great on the ground tonight. Trevin Gilbert has 1 carry for 19 yards. Porter Herdsman had 1 carry for 13. Trick Jensen, 1 for 11. And Caleb O'Neal, 1 carry, 2 yards. Touchdown, big fella. He got into the end zone.
Love to see it from Caleb. Coming in, you said it. He's my favorite player. Love everything that kid does. Glad to see he found pay dirt.
We are going to pause one more time here on the postgame wrap-up show. Coach John Famalo making his way up. We'll get his final perspective and put the wraps on this one. Final score tonight. Emery tops the Grand Red Devils 49-20. More coming up as we continue to put the final touches on the home portion of the schedule here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Toppet Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Toppet also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Toppet Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3.
Caleb O'Neill, number 58.
Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Emery gets the win tonight, 49-20, and we're going to bring in Coach John Famalo here on the postgame wrap-up show. Coach, I always appreciate you taking out the time to come up. Congratulations on the win.
Hey, thanks. No, I appreciate you having me, and just glad we got away with a win.
Yeah, this is one of those games, I hate using the term, but I think they're real. Trap game is so cliche, but you got this big game with Delta next week. This is a short week, right? I guess if you were to look at the definition of a possible trap game, it would be against a team that has some athletic capability. They have some size. It's a short week, and it's a huge game next week. I guess that fits the term trap game, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. And so, I say you try to get your kids in that mindset to look past and not look past the next game and just focus on what's ahead of them. And, for the most part, I felt like we offensively did a pretty good job. Defensively, I was a little disappointed to give up 20 points. But they're a big physical team, and, they executed well and took a lot of clock. And so, we had a turnover, I think. That was one thing we wanted to work on, and we caused a turnover. So, we pushed there, but overall, just happy we got away with a win.
Yeah, the turnover in the first quarter did kind of change things, right? Because it's turnover near midfield. That's exactly where they want to be. They get a fresh set of downs. I mean, that's grand football.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. They were really patient. You kind of mentioned to me you thought they'd throw a little bit more, and I was still hoping the same thing. But they just did control the ball and 2nd and 8, 3rd and 3, and so they just kind of chunked their way down the field, and we were unable to get a few stops there when we needed to, and they put some points on the board and ended up 7-7 at the first quarter, which we didn't want to be in that type of game, but luckily we were able to get a few more scores and get a few stops, and so that's the recipe to beat that team.
You guys managed to really throw the ball effectively tonight. I mean, I got Trev down 16-24, 221 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions tonight, right? So to me, that's kind of the stereotypical Trevin Gilbert game where he was patient, he would manage to stay in the pocket, he climbs the pocket, he goes through his progressions, he'll use that check down. He's just so patient. He's not afraid to take a big pop.
Yeah, no, and he does a good job just distributing the ball to the open guy, going, like you say, reading his progressions. That's tough to do as a young quarterback, but I feel like he's been sitting back for a long time watching and learning, and he's done a really good job this year.
It's always difficult to be the guy that replaces the guy,
right? Yeah, for
he's
sure.
filled that role.
Yeah, no, and he's done a good job.
Yeah.
And like I say, he's played his type of game, and credit to him on his senior year to be able to step up and be able to do what he's done, and so happy for him.
Yeah, it's great to see. Coach, let's take a look at the receiving statistics in this game because it is it's very similar. I mean, I have Hayden down for 65 yards, I have Porter down for 65 yards, but I want to start by talking about Hayden because even though he doesn't cross the goal line, so many times this year he has been the tone setter offensively on a receiver screen to the outside. It's gone for big yardage, and tonight it was no different. He had 40 yards on that play.
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive player. Like I say, we try to get him the ball as many times as we can because he is one of those kids that can just break it open, and so he does. He sets the tone for us when you get him the ball early and often, and he can really get hot. And so he started off hot and didn't see as many touches this night, but made the most of the ones he had.
You talk about him being explosive. Before we move on from Hayden, defensive side of the ball, I catch myself not following the ball and watching Hayden because so often he gets free around the outside. And I don't know how many strip sacks he has this season. I'm going to have to go back and look. He's got a number of them.
Yeah.
He had another one again tonight.
Yep.
He has been kind of a ball hawk and a guy that has been able to flip the field just by hustle plays. I mean, being around the ball, delivering big hits, and he's got the awareness on the strip sack, and he did it again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a knack for that. Coming off that backside, quarterbacks don't see him, and he does a good job of stripping the ball. And he's a tough block. As an O-lineman, you see him speed coming that fast. He's a tough block, and so he does a good job coming off of that edge and being a menace to quarterbacks.
We go back over to the offensive side, and Porter has a hat trick in the first half. Again, looking back at last year, first hat trick, I think, in a first half from a receiver since Creek. And if it's not Creek, we have to go way, way back.
Yeah,
he has 3, though, in the first half, and he's got sure hands. He doesn't drop much.
No, they did a good job finding him on the outside. He did a good job securing the ball, and so Trevor threw some great passes. And like I say, it was nice to be able to see him have a big game. I've been waiting for him to break out, and so it was nice to be able to see him get 3 touchdowns that first half.
I think one of my favorite stats, because of the way you have to score a hook and ladder, is all the
right.
the yardage goes to the last guy, right?
Yeah.
So Caleb O'Neal, 1 grab, 25 yards. How about that?
Hey, so he got a touchdown on top of that. So happy for him. He's a kid that's just battled for us for 3 or 4 years and just been phenomenal. So it's nice to be able to see a big lineman be rewarded with a hook and ladder. And hopefully, I was hoping he could take it to the house, but he said, I'm so worried about fumbling the ball. He wanted to hold on to the ball. And so we gave it to him later in that second half, and he punched it in. So happy for him.
Is there anything more enjoyable in football than seeing a big fella in the open field?
No, it's comical, but at the same time, it's like, I feel sorry. We ran it in practice one day, and poor Bo Stilson went to go tackle him at the goal line, and he paid for it. And so it's fun to see those big guys enjoying the game and seeing it from a different perspective of having the ball and enjoying the limelight a little bit that way.
You put him back in the game. He has a 2-yard touchdown run, and you mentioned just how important he's been. I mean, he's one of those kids that just loves football, eats, drinks, and sleeps football. I remember seeing him make some big plays defensively as a sophomore, and you could see the intensity that he had out there on the field. So when you put him in at the goal line and you say, hey, let's get Caleb in the end zone, kind of walk me through what that means. Because for some spectators, you say, oh, okay, it was a big fella, he scored. I don't know if you'd call it a gadget play, whatever it is you want to call it. But to me, there's so much more meaning to give a senior who has played to this level that reward of getting into the end zone. So I would love to get your perspective on that.
No, that's it. I mean, it's a thankless job sometimes in the trenches. And again, you're always holding up your running back, your quarterback. And so to be able to put him in a situation to be able to again, see that limelight and feel it, it's cool to see. And so, like I say, he's been a big part of our program for a long time. Not sure, like I say, when we're done with this season, how we replace a kid like that. But as coaches, we're looking for opportunities to shine, let him shine, because he's just a phenomenal, not only football player, but just a great team leader.
If we go and talk about some of the other kids that ran the ball effectively, Ty Yost was a walking first down tonight. I mean, that's really the only way I can describe it. I got him 10 carries, 81 yards, but carries of 10 yards, 11, 12, 11, 11. Had the fake punt. He picked up 11 yards there as well. And so if you just look at the way Ty carried the ball very effectively, there was not much of an answer for Ty.
No, he's quick. I mean, he's just one of those kids he's starting to get a better feel. We talked about this. It's not his natural position, and he's getting better and better, I think, every week. And so, I mean, he's an explosive player, kind of like the same thing with Hayden. You talk about Hayden being explosive. He's an explosive kid. Once he gets in the open field, he's pretty dynamic.
Same with JJ, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he has a 67-yard burst right up the gut. I don't believe he was touched on that play.
No, a great job from the line, and again, he turned on his wheels, and so it was nice to be able to see a couple seniors have really good nights that way as well.
I thought it was a flawless night special team-wise as well.
Yeah, I mean, we gave up, I think the one, I can't remember the second quarter, they get to the
about
midfield.
a 7-yard return.
Yeah, so they get to midfield, but otherwise, I mean, it wasn't like last week where we were sweating a little bit towards the end, so it's nice to be able to see us, do some things that way. They didn't kick us deep. I felt like we could have got one, but they did a good job keeping it short, but we had field position at the same time. So
I always like seeing that too, because you got a kid like Deacon, right, grabs the ball at the 25-yard line. He knows what to do with the ball, but still in the same sense, he's not used to getting the ball.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a little bit out of his element, but so again, it's nice to be able to see, I mean, just kids, just all different kinds of kids I've seen throughout the years, these past 4 years, see them grow as football players and as people and as young men. So, I was just excited to see those kids have a good night tonight.
We did have a heavy home slate this year, Coach, and now it's gone in the regular season. We'll get another home game here in the playoffs. But what do you tell the kids at the 50-yard line when you get a win like this? It is their last home game. It's a Thursday. It's not a Friday. They got to get up. They got to go to school tomorrow. Or no, they're a fall break. Yeah, there's no. Yep. So you guys get tomorrow off. So you get the long weekend, I guess. Yeah. But what do you tell them?
No, the biggest thing I said, hey, let's enjoy this, but we got to look forward to next week. Next week's another big week, and so just getting them focused on next week of, getting prepared, getting your mindset, getting back here on Monday, getting back to work. Enjoy the one right now, but they have a really good opportunity to play in some special games, and so that's what I told them. And so the next week's one of those special games where it puts you in a really good position in the playoffs and the RPI to be able to make some noise and see what you can do. And so I think they're recognizing that the magnitude of next week's game and how it can really play out really big going into the playoffs.
I think we're seeing the maturity of the senior group because this is a special team. They were a part of that group that elevated this Emery football program. That was 2 plays away from getting to a state championship. This sophomore group was a part of that. And so I think when you get to this stage, right, you start looking at the fact that you can win 7 games in one season. I mean, that's an accomplishment, right? Yeah. You have a chance to get to the state championship game and play for it all. That's an accomplishment. I would assume that this group understands that.
Yeah, I think they're starting to see that. I think, honestly, they've just been kind of focused on the season, but I think as we wind down here towards the end of what can be and the possibilities, I think they're recognizing that, and you can see it in their eyes as, okay, hey, yeah, this is going to be, we could really make put ourselves on the map so far as Emery football and do something special this year.
Well, Coach, I definitely appreciate you taking out the time. I know we can catch up again next week as we gear up for, I think it's the longest road trip of the year, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It is. Yeah. It is, yeah. That's what I asked them. I don't want San Juan and Delta on the same place. So we're either going to San Juan or we went to Delta, one or the other. So it's one of those. But that's a challenge in and of itself. It's a long bus ride, and getting the kids focused up to get ready to play a tough football team. We're going to have our work cut out for us, and I think our kids hopefully are ready for the challenge.
They're physical in every sport. It doesn't matter what sport it is.
Yeah, no, they are. And I've watched quite a bit of tape on them, and they are physical, and they mix it up. They'll run a little bit of spread. They have pretty decent quarterbacks and really good running backs, and so that's the thing I look at this week. We didn't stop the run really well, and they're going to see the tape and recognize, hey, there might be some deficiencies, so that's something we're going to have to we're going to step up and figure out and just see what we can do to shore that up for sure.
Well, again, Coach, I appreciate it. I know there's a lot to get into, a lot to talk about tonight. You also got to play Grandpa out on the field, right? That's the best part. Yeah. That's the best part of all, right?
Oh, you can't beat that.
No.
You forget about football and you see life in that light. It's there's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
And so I could have lost the game tonight and see that, and I'd just be a happy person. So I'm pleased with that.
I've been told the only reason you have kids is so you can have grandkids. That's what I've been told.
Yeah,
so.
No, if you could start with grandkids, it'd be a whole different story. But I guess that's part of the learning process.
Coach, congratulations on the win. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Jordan.
We're going to pause one more time. We'll come back, put the final touches on tonight's broadcast when we return.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.